Alright, so.
Yay.
Are we recording?
We're recording, yeah. That's
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Count.
So. Yeah, exactly. You would imagine I'm drinking tea from my
Of course.
from my new mug, and you would be wrong. It is instead a vodka tonic. Now,
I would
welcome everyone.
No fucking
to-
list, my dude.
Welcome to our fifth or sixth session of
I think it's like probably fifth.
Lyria.
No, it's our fourth. It's
Oh, no.
Fourth.
I think I only played 2 sessions in
this is
Nier
our sixth.
because I was gone twice.
I've been keeping notes.
It
on
is our
that.
sixth.
This is our 6th.
Oh,
Ow.
Yeah, see, two sessions were like filler sessions, pretty much.
Two
with the-
sessions.
Actually,
Like
I see the recaps. Yeah, this is the sixth then.
I think conveniently,
Yeah.
like the
So-
2 sessions I wasn't there were the fillers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking jaw exploded.
And
It was very unfun. I need to get
Exactly.
a treatment for that. It's very not great. The nerf just fucking died.
Oof.
but we are back.
We're so
We are
back,
finally
guys. We're
back,
so
guys.
back.
Hey.
We ball.
We are so
done for my
back.
character. Hey, thank you, Corvus. I don't think you will ever listen to
I
this, but
still need
thank
to.
you.
Yeah, I
I
still need to
flopped it in
update
there.
it, but
I flopped it in
you
there.
did?
It looks a
Okay.
bit off because it's so long.
So we haven't played in a hot minute.
I think the only oh no, okay.
We're very
But yeah,
distractible.
I am Hibiki, your GM for the night, as we all know
Hello,
already,
Hibiki.
and I'm joined by the fantastic crew over on Dice Fables. We've got Spencer playing our Goblin Cleric of the Moon, Kuffah. We've got Mia playing our Paladin of Night of Lady Hope, Alena. Then we've got Abby playing our Echo Knight fighter with a dark past in the character of Aurethi. Riley playing our small, fluffy, and very bird wizard, Arthur. And then we got Seth.
Very bird.
Man,
Don't do him like
Very bird. And then we got
Yusuf can't
Seth
be-
playing our...
not again.
Yeah, and yeah, we've got Seth. Seth is playing our amazing, beloved Imagine Dragons wizard, Reverie.
I thought the break would kill the joke, and I was like praying.
no.
Pray to a higher power.
The joke never dies.
And it's back.
The joke will never die, you know
And
that,
I'm
right?
waiting for
Missouri.
Imagine Dragons in your head.
And
You basically said an Imagine Dragon lyrics right there. You're praying to a higher power. That with the break it would be done.
That sounds like Imagine Dragons.
God.
lyrics.
Yeah, I've done diddle myself.
it does. But yeah, to refresh everybody's memory on what happened the last couple of sessions, our party met at Vineway after a battle with some marauding trollkin that used some ancient teleportation technology to teleport inside the town and kidnap several people. The party then tracked down said trollkin, coming to a druid grove in the woods that said trollkin had occupied. A battle ensued where the party quickly dispatched the marauders and came to fight with a certain wizard kind of person by the name of Thamar, an elf with a ruby eye. Overwhelmed by the party's numbers, Thamar decided to teleport away from the fight, and the party
Like the
returned
bitch
with
he
the
is.
exactly with the with their now freed captives to Cloverfield, where they got paid, and then they returned to Vineway, where they were they first of all in Crowfield they met Reverie met a bookshop owner who he agreed to do a little parcel delivery job for. Headed to Crescentia. The party then also accepted a job from the Adventurers Guild to wipe out some bandits in a monastery close to Cloverfield. They succeeded without combat even. And then they made their way to Vineway first to check up on a young girl they had met before, called Lyria, who said that her parents would reward the party if she was safe. And now, as the party is arriving into the town of Vineway, what's everybody doing?
I mean, we were attacked by harpies last night too, before sleeping.
Yes, you did get attacked by harpies a day or two before that. Yes.
I think we just want to head straight to their manor, right? No one has anything else they want to do specifically in Vine.
Not particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that's
Why?
important to remember: we ran into a legion that told us that the desert people, the not Fremen, have a new leader, and they're attacking people over the Silvervale Mountains. So they got attacked.
Yeah.
New Nomad King, and they're probably
Yeah.
going to invade the granary.
Possible. But yeah, that is also something that you know. But yeah, you can easily do so. Lyra would have told you most probably like her family name and whatnot, so you can easily kind of ask around and track down the place. The place where people lead you, it's a little 2-story building, kind of in the middle class part of town, for all the shops and whatnot are. And it's what looks like a healer shop.
Oh, so they're not nobles, they're artisans?
They're merchants, artisans, yeah, kind of
Okay.
artisans, middle class, high middle class.
Reverie.
Yeah.
No, don't canonize France.
Nier.
Yeah. I'll just walk up, knock with like two stern knocks.
Yeah. And yeah, the door opens. It's a man in his like 40s, a bit of a beard, kind of dark skin, a bit of a beard, and he looks to you. Could we help in any way?
We're a band of adventurers. We found your daughter in the woods a couple of days ago. We wanted to make sure she made it home safe.
Oh, Lyra, yes. She told me you gave her some food and a companion for part of the way. She did get home safe. Please. And he opens the door and kind of gestures for you to enter. Please enter. Make yourselves at home.
So what's it like inside?
And you see this kind of little inside you see several stalls lined with like medicinal herbs, some already pre-packed, what one could call a healer's pack or something like that, while behind the counter there is a little shelf with a series of potions on there.
Yeah, I'll walk inside.
Lots of stuff.
Oh, well, we do deal in supplies of the healing and reinvigorating nature. We are apothecaries. My wife is also a potion brewer, but nothing too fancy.
I didn't know we rescued a child of some accomplished merchants. Wow. Happy to help.
Well, it's just nothing more than a provincial town. There are way grander shops in Crescencia or Agrivara.
I do feel like
Well-
I was selling you're always selling our deeds. The girl was doing fine on her own.
No, she wasn't.
She would have managed.
Well, I am greatly happy that she didn't die, at least. She did come home with some bruises and didn't eat in a while, but
Where is she?
we are glad she returned.
And where's your wife? Interested in meeting the family.
She and my wife are currently back in the forest collecting roots.
Oh, well, we're sorry we missed them. We were just going to be passing through.
Yeah.
Anything else we could help you with, or any inventory you want to get rid of? I've got. She looks in her pouch. I've got some money.
We have about 1,000 silver between us, Kuffah.
I have about 300 copper, so.
We are on our way to Crescencia. If there's
Well,
anything that you need delivering, we're already in that business apparently. And I'll glare at Avonir and Reverie.
I think Avenir's not even. He's fully turned, palming through like the shelves, looking at some supplies. I'll give you the time of day.
He says, well, nothing I have to be delivered to somewhere else. Although this, no, forget that it's a Herculean task to ask somebody.
Well, you're
Really?
talking to one who's basically Hercules. And Kuffah will pat Aurethi's thigh.
You're canonized
Who's
Greece?
Hercules? Yeah, Greece exists. It's this part. I'm joking.
I love the idea that
Well,
there's a little cutout of Google Maps right there of Greece.
Yeah, right now I'll just paste it in there. Here's Greece. We used to get some supplies over from Gallisport down to the south, but due to the heightened activity of pirates on the way, we are running low on stock on some herbs for potion making, but you may find maybe some in the big cities, but don't
Where
worry
is
if you would.
Gallisport.
That is, if you go to the southwest, it's right here. The very southwest.
The very southwest. Okay.
Yeah, right
Oh,
here.
wow.
Stupid.
It's a heck of a trek.
You're telling me there's pirates in the southwest of the maps that we could take care of for money? Where have I heard that
Where have we
before?
heard that before? So you're saying that these merchants circumnavigate the continent to go up the river to this little town?
So tell me, how much do we
Yeah,
get per captain
they do.
set and how much do we get per ship?
Hey, I'm catching
God,
strays.
Also, it's mainly like of
the-
a series of trips,
I
like they
gotcha.
do
I'm
something
kidding.
like this.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
Aurethi
no,
will
no.
just say that that's a bit out of the way for where we're heading. I think.
But maybe in the future.
maybe replacements.
Don't promise anything.
Those do sound like scoundrels, maybe even evildoers. If they are trolling the people so fine and making necessities like healing supplies short on demand.
We could show them the light of the moon and the breaking of. I was about to say new dawn. Haven't quite got the terminologies down yet.
Well,
why not?
that's no big problem, really.
It is not. It doesn't
if I
matter what
could-
you say. It matters what you mean, my friend. As long as you convey the feeling, the words chosen mean little.
Yeah.
But at least let me reward you for bringing Lyra home. I wouldn't want you to leave empty-handed.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you see, as he reaches down into the kind of under the counter
Pulls out a
and
shotgun.
pulls up a shotgun. No, and pulls up 5 little bottles with a kind of a red brownish potion inside, and slides them over to you. These are 5 potions of healing, and ones that my wife brews. It's not really that much. They aren't this powerful, but you seem like adventuring folk, and they for sure will. You will have better use of them than me, for sure.
Alright, thank you. Well, I really
I'm going
appreciate
to
your
take one of them. Are they supposed to be brown? I thought they were supposed to be red.
It's the recipes and the appearances. They depend on the ingredients used. See, places far norther, such as the Flower Coast, they use a mixture of several of the flowers that grow there and mollusks from the sea, and they will have a more almost blackish appearance. If you go even further north, you could find others that look different. The recipes, they change depending on the local ingredients.
I trust him.
I guess we'll all just take one then.
I never thought about that. That does make sense, does not?
So this is shitty healing potion? What are we going to call this?
Yeah, it's a regular healing potion. Just a normal...
2d4 plus 2. Or whatever.
Yeah. It's a potion of healing. It's 2d4 plus 2, yes. Of course, bonus action, we are using the good rules for potions.
Yeah.
See, also, you guys have a beef with pirates, because the bandits, if you all remember, were also pirates.
Yes.
Who
Is this... Are we finally
totaled
going to have a
their
pirate
ship.
campaign? It's been teased
Maybe.
for
We
years.
abandoned it.
there is a literal place called the Port of the Pirate Queen. You never know
No.
what you may find there.
We can fix her.
Oh,
Are you sure
Kuffah,
about-
no!
Hey,
Ben!
Are you sure about that?
Kuffah is ace? I'm saying we could fix her.
Yes, but she might have, severe, mother energy.
Then
don't
I
worry,
guess
buddy.
Reverie
You can
can
do it.
fix her. Because apparently
No.
that's something Reverie's into.
If I can encourage her worst tendencies and make her worse.
Yeah.
That's not
Exactly.
fixing. Do we all forget
can
the
ruin her
definition of
energy.
the word fixed?
We can ruin her.
Make marry the Pirate Queen. Make
Make pirates
make
great
a
again.
pirate polycule. Yeah, make a pirate polycule and then just conquer the seas. Rule the seas with an iron fist.
Wait, isn't piracy just a bunch
That's
of
the
follicles
idea.
anyway?
True.
They were not very heteromonogamous. I've seen Black
Yeah,
Flag.
that's
Or
true.
Flag Means Death. I've also played Black Flag.
Dear DM, I'm vastly struggling with figuring out where the fuck we can add items.
Oh, you got to go to the compendium,
Recently.
which is the little book on the toolbar.
Yeah, the journal, but when I
and-
search for healing, then it doesn't find anything.
No, unfortunately, the search bar seems to be broken. You're gonna have to click on
go into-
content, and then go to items and spells, and then click on.
No, there should be also
items.
all D&D content theoretically.
I don't have
Which
anything
has-
in there whatsoever. I have nothing in there.
That's weird. I'll input
My
it for
journal's
you,
full.
and then I'll look
Completely
get
empty.
into it.
I can share my screen if you want to see where I found it.
No, not in the journal, in the compendium. It's the far right, next to the options. The other book.
Compendium.
Compendium
Then
packs.
you go. Here, I'll close it. Then you go
On
into
companion packs, what?
SRD content,
Uh-huh.
and then you go to items and spells. You click on items,
And then you go to items.
and that'll bring you. up
Oh
the
my
list.
fucking lord, I hate it.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely sucks. Okay, so
Or if I'm not mistaken, you could, from your sheet, click on the top right on the 3 dots, import, and then just go into
It's
items.
a potion of
and
healing, right?
open
It's not
import.
lesser potion healing?
No, it's just
Oh,
it's a regular.
Dots, there's an equipment shop, dude.
Yeah,
That's
if
wrong.
you're has
Sucks.
poison
It
and
sucks.
body, I think
That's
that's the
so
lowest
hard.
level of potion is a
So-
lesser potion of healing.
In the Pathfinder module of Foundry that Meta Group uses, it's literally in every single thing there's a little plus icon and there's a little shop icon, and then you have a selection of all of the items in the character category. For example, if you click the plus on the armor thing, you have all of the armors, and then you can say if you just want to add it or if you want to buy it, and then it just works. Holy potion of healing plus. Oh, it just wants me to buy it. I don't want to buy it. Not enough gold. Yeah.
Right. Let me do a thing.
I hate
I'll say
this
it.
module. This sucks as not.
It's not that bad.
It's the
Anyway,
best you can
It
get.
is unintuitive.
I will thank him for his
Here
time.
we go. Yeah. Yep.
And I guess I don't think we need to buy anything since we've just got 6 potions of healing, or 5 potions of healing. We have 6 in
Five,
total.
You got 5 bursts of healing.
In the importer, I don't find healing potions either.
It's you
I
have
know.
to click on the items and then you open the import on the SID and it should be on there.
Holy shit.
I just drag and drop from the compendium too. That's what I do.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave the shop, and I want to ask people what exactly they are wanting to do. So I'll say it's Kuffah. After we finished in Crescentia, is there any place that you would like to go after that?
I don't have it in there either.
Well, I don't have any
Okay.
particular places that I'm looking to go. I was just sort of told to go north and bring my mace and find out what the Queen of Twilight, what the Goddess of the Moon wants me to do. So I feel like you guys are sort of my guiding my guiding star. Or I guess I'm your guiding star. It seems like I'm supposed to keep track of you guys and make sure you help you on your way to making good decisions. I'm sorry. I seem to be having a hard time talking today.
It's alright. You have any plans?
Nothing in particular. So I'll keep watch. Like Kuffah. Be a witness to everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Great.
intending more to be like moral guidance, but I guess you could just watch.
Is everyone ready to set off?
Mm.
What about Arthur? Anything you want to do, Arthur?
Just find my things, I guess.
Makes sense. What about our
Anything
lovely
immediately
Lady
you
Alena?
want from this done?
Lady Alena,
I'm
have
always
any
good to go.
special quests? Any special goals?
I'm not that enough.
It sounds like it's your job to lead us already. Not to like volunteer you as captain, but it seems like you're captain.
She seems very used to leading a band of people, does she?
Yeah. And I think between
not-
you and Reverie, I think you're the only ones that have like stuff today, beef that they got to go deal with. Because Reverie, you got, and I look around to make sure nobody's within earshot, and my little ears twitch, and I say, you've got that whole like vendetta thing going on with that secret society of magic equipment thieves. And,
Reverie will sort of crouch down and give you like a very, like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a serene look and just say, I assure you it's much worse than that, but thank you for considering my struggle.
Always. And then, of course, you, Captain Aurethi, you clearly have some sort of sordid past with some sort of Legion nonsense, so, I mean, that's something to go deal with.
Yes. Ideally, at some points we would find ourselves in Silverwatch,
That sounds like
but
we're going
not
to
right
Silverwatch.
now.
Oh, not right now.
Well, perhaps on the way we will get strong enough.
Well, I for one already got my way. We already went and helped the poor people of the monastery. So I'm good to go to whoever has a quest for us.
Right, so let's head to Essentia then and see if anything else piques our interest.
Alright, because we gotta deliver the totally not illicit package.
Yes.
Alright, on our way to deliver Reverie's package.
Mm.
Okay. So,
So we go.
you do go. You set out from Vineway. I guess, on foot, most probably, on the road. Unless you want to pay for a boat to travel faster up the stream.
Do we want to
No, I
go?
think we're fine.
I can attack less.
How much does it take off the journey and how much does it cost?
Well, it would be... Okay, so this would become a 2-day, and this would be an additional, 2 days. So, 4 days total. It would almost half the travel time.
It saves us 3 days, and what does it cost?
10 silver per person.
That's
But
too
where's
rich
the
for
fun
my
in
blood.
that?
Too rich for my blood.
I
It's
also
only
recently checked
50
my finances.
silver.
I
I have 3.
might be completely broke.
I don't even have a
I have-
4 silver.
0. I do not even have the money to spend in a bed this night. But that is okay.
Right.
Maybe Mommy Aurethi can cover us.
Don't call me that, but
Yeah,
I have enough
definitely
silver.
Oh, I'm fine just staying outside. I do like the stars at night.
You can share my room. I don't need it for much, anyways.
I'll pay out of my personal finances 50 silver to get all of us a boat ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, you easily get a ticket on a boat that comes with a cabin for
Giant crocodile.
each one of you.
Each
No,
one
you
of
get
us.
to thank
Wow.
the
My own cabin. This is like royalty.
Exactly, and now you get attacked by a No, I'm joking.
Tarask? Is that what you're going to
Yeah,
say?
what do we
Yeah,
say?
it's Rask at level...
It has to be a kraken. It has to be
A
a
river
kraken. You
kraken.
can't start on the ship and not be attacked by a kraken.
Or at least
I had
the
2
Hydra.
campaigns that started on the ship, and both campaigns had a kraken that attacked the ship.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, quickly writing that out of my campaign start.
Yeah.
Quickly
Yeah, there's
writing
something
that
original,
in.
dude. Like aliens, I don't fucking know.
Exactly, like...
So we're on a boat. Here I am on a boat.
At least make it a giant squid instead. Be a bit original.
Looking
Change it up a
at
bit.
the moon on a boat. Boat, boat, boat.
Giant squid is a kraken, to be honest. Is there any difference?
They are different.
You know what? I'm gonna go over to the front of the boat, and I'm just gonna lean out over the boat, and I'm gonna say, take a deep sniff of the river air, and I'm gonna say, "Hi, and I really hope that no river krakens decide to attack us on the way.
Boom.
We're
Nonsense, my little friend.
We're 3 days from retirement.
3 days. I think that's like there's an American Dad episode like that where it's just like he continually says he's 30 days from retirement and he's going about like a Mr. Magoo level like of death.
Everything's
And
covered
he's-
up, Kuffah.
Retiring? What are you talking about?
I'm
Nonsense.
just tempting fate.
It's-
Don't worry about it.
Oh, tempting fate. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
How
And then a
can I
water
do this
dragon
well?
attacks.
yeah. Go for it.
I'm so glad we are not on the road where you can be attacked by scary monsters out of nowhere. On the river, that would never happen.
That's a good one. Yeah. Can I look
Nothing
around and see
happens.
if I'm
Yeah.
disturbing the other passengers?
Make me an insight check. First roll after the pause.
Better be a good one. Oh, I just remembered. Fucking piece of shit.
It's
7?
7.
Not
The
at all.
animal dies.
I think you
Not
probably
at all.
noticed Reverie.
I remembered it
The
1
very
second
much
before the
not
fucking
active.
dice appeared. Fucking hell. Kill me.
No, you're stuck.
Reverie's
with us.
taking off their glasses and is rubbing their eyes because this is just like poison to any sort of seer or soothsayer's fucking ears. Stop it. You're just you're changing fate as you're talking. I hate it.
Yeah, nothing works. Nothing appears.
I mean, nothing bad
We
can
are
happen
changing
now.
fate with our mere words.
We've been attacked everywhere we've gone. There's no way it can happen again. What are the odds?
I know, right? I mean, this is almost like it would be some kind of game where every so and so often you have to have a fight to keep the masses entertained.
Like some
That is
kind of
not
adventuring
exactly.
day or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wake up, travel a bit, get attacked, have a combat, then have another combat and then sleep.
Resource management says what?
Yeah, exactly.
What is resistance?
Okay, we're getting
I
a
know
bit
that
too
resistance.
meta here.
Aurethi, I don't typically get like this, but I'm very seasick right now. I don't know why.
I'm a friend.
Fate is negatively affecting my constitution.
If you need the rig, then come and over the railing. To not make a mess for the captain.
How's Arthur handling the river? Does Arthur get seasick as an elf?
No, I don't think so. I think he's found somewhere relatively high up, but not in the way to perch, and is just fluffed up like he always is.
Cute.
He's just got his book out and is reading
Far
and
away
writing
from the
notes.
splashing water.
And, yeah, he doesn't want to get wet, so he's high up.
Yeah, like
under the
90%
pool.
of Arthur's body mass disappears if he gets wet. He's just a skinny little chicken
Yeah,
under there.
yeah.
What's
Owls
the ship is
freaky without their
They do,
feathers.
yeah.
yeah.
You know, Kuffah, I would have expected that I get seasick. But ever since my lady chose me as her chosen champion, as is in the word chosen, isn't it? I feel like something changed, as if sickness just bounces off. It's quite convenient.
Wow.
I wonder if your goddess will do that as well for you.
I don't know. You know,
Make a constitution check.
Huh?
Make a con check.
There you go, Lady Amalryk.
Ah.
Oh, yep, that sounds about right. Blech.
Nah,
After a
I'm
bit it
immune.
kicks in.
I'm immune to diseases. I
It's
don't
not
care.
a disease.
It's not disease. It's disorientation.
It's like being
I have a
poisoned.
actually, pardon. I have a resistance to poison.
Oh, there you go.
It's a mismatch in the fluid in your inner ear based on the visual stimulus that your eyes are perceiving.
Anyway,
Would it be
Lady
fine?
Aurethi,
Hey,
whatever
Riley?
you said just there sounded like something that Avenue would say. I'm very confused.
well, I'm very interested in your lady. So I'm so glad she gave you power after all of this. Is she some kind of god?
Ah, late that you asked. Well, in a way, yes. In a way, no. I feel like it's more of a concept. But she is certainly powerful like one. After all, every being has hope in them.
Yes,
So
I
surely
agree on.
the one that incorporates hope has to be as powerful, though. It is what motivates everyone to keep going, even through dark times like this. And that is why I'm here walking this earth as her chosen. To make sure that even in these darkest days, the people will not lose the hope. Because after all, even after the longest night, the sun will rise again eventually.
That sounds a
And
lot
sometimes,
like, I'm so sorry. Please continue.
sometimes, when you're just down on your luck and everything is awful and you just want it all to end, sometimes just seeing those first rays of light going over the mountains in the morning, sometimes that's all you need to keep going. That little bit of strength. That is what my lady is about.
It sounds a lot like what I think the moon is about. It's finding hope in the dark places and knowing that no matter what happens, there's somebody looking after you. You'll never be forgotten. So it sounds like your Lady Hope would like my goddess a lot.
I mean, if you think about it, you have the Lady of the Moon, and she puts her chain muffler away a bit. I have the Lady of the Sun in a way. It seems like a good fit. While my goddess rests, yours keeps watch, and the other way around.
Yeah, I think. I haven't talked to her very much. Someday, though, I imagine I'll be able to talk to her.
I
I'll
am
find
looking
her all
forward
the
to it.
secrets.
She taps her little hands together. This is now how I'm going to get into character. I'm going to get my Yoda claws going. Makes me feel goblin-y.
I am looking forward to that for you, my friend. I'm sure it will come soon.
We'll find out. And we'll find out even faster, if something bad happens on the road. She says to the river.
Yeah, if this was like a kind of game to some people, I feel like the time for an ambush or an attack or some kind of action after all this
Or
talking
just start
would come up
distractedly
soon.
talking to each other. Keep your pace up.
And
I'm keeping watch.
I'm looking over to Nier. How is our future seeing friend doing with all of these premonition? I don't know what the accent is, but I'm rolling with it.
Avenir just violently like vomiting outside. It's like, oh, stop with it.
Don't look at me. I'm very unbecoming of myself right now.
So according to him, we are changing fate just as we speak. I feel like, in a way, that makes us quite powerful, does it not?
I mean,
I'm
I
keeping
should
watch.
be powerful.
I mean, that's how it's worked. You could change fate by standing 5 feet to the left.
Please don't stand 5 feet to the left.
I
Something
look,
very bad
I look
happens
down
if
at
you
my
do
feet
that.
and I take like two side steps to the left. Like this?
If you think about it, if everything changes fate, then really nothing changes fate. Because it can't really be predicted, then, right?
Yeah, no, but everything is predictable until
It's not.
we change it, making us all powerful, right? For example, if I now take 1 step back and then 2 to the right.
Well, now you're just doing dance moves.
Avenir?
3 stomps this time? Yes, 3 stomps this time. Now slide to the right.
There are a
Slide to
multitude
the
of
left.
things that alter fate. There are also certain trickster beings that like to mess with people once they start trying to tempt fate. That's why it has such a disastrous effect.
Oh!
What if I take off my helmet? And now I hold it in my right hand. But now I hold it in my left hand.
Now,
And put it back on, but
Everybody-
slightly tilted.
everybody
And now I
clap
take
your
it off
hands.
again.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
These two specifically die.
No,
That's nothing
rocks,
big at this
rocks
point.
fall, just
The birds.
rocks fall, just the birds. Yeah,
Rocks fall, but
exactly.
joke's on you.
Just
We're
two
on a
birds.
river. Rocks splash in the water and we're fine.
I just realized if we are gonna be ambushed by some kind of monsters on the sea, then I should get my sword, no?
I don't know.
Yes.
When the boat, the people on the boat like the sword? Have swords out?
I mean, they told me to keep it away because it's so big.
Oh, find out.
Do you know what they say about women with big sword?
I do not. I'm a
They're
goblin.
compensating?
Then you're not old enough to notice.
I'm 6, which is middle-aged for a goblin.
And I think you're older than me.
Actually, no, I'm 12.
I don't think I count as middle-aged.
Sorry, I'm not 6. Actually, you know what? I wrote it on my character sheet. Double check
You
this.
misremember your age.
I don't
I
remember
also
what
have
I
to
wrote.
check, but I'm young.
12, yes. I'm 12, which
No.
is middle-aged for a goblin.
I'm 22, which is, I think, middle-aged for a peasant. Pardon, for a gallant knight.
It's okay. We know you're not from money.
I have heard that the people that are from money are the bad people.
We've seen you smile. We know.
Wait, what does that mean?
We don't live in an era of comprehensive dentistry. We haven't put fluoride in a water yet. You see,
I'm a bird, so I don't need to worry about that.
See, goblins don't have that problem because
Yeah.
we just constantly grow fangs our entire lives, like sharks.
Sharks.
She smiles, and
What's a
there's 2
shark?
rows of teeth.
What is a shark?
I don't know why I would know what a shark is.
I try to
But it does have a
draw
lot of teeth.
It does.
So like a wolf.
It's a species of. A shark is a large species of fish. They are They are hunters of the ocean.
A fish with teeth.
Oh, I was talking about bullets.
Quite a few. Quite a number of fish have teeth. It's fairly
None of the
common.
fish I've ever seen. That sounds like absolute nonsense.
See, I was-
Some have teeth. Some have beaks. They're
Beaks?
quite varied.
see,
Yes.
Fish with a beak.
Beaks
that does
are
even-
quite common in fish.
That makes even less sense.
I was thinking of
well, they
land
In the
sharks.
end,
Yes,
I'm Fisher in
this
the States.
conversation is sending me mad. Avner, do you want to start pokering?
Well, if you're complaining about the conversation, then you should just do something for the combat to start. I don't know what kind of combat, but allegedly there's gonna be one.
we're just waiting for the DM to
Past
tell
the
us to
point
shut
where I would
up.
be considering pushing you overboard. I'm just going to leave.
Please do not. I
I'm
cannot
sure there's
swim.
a mess on this boat, is there?
I don't think you can swim in that armor, Aurethi.
You can buy me a drink since your pockets are so flush.
I would just sink like a stone. I'd be fine.
But yeah, as you
But the
travel,
Ocelot wouldn't be, and she puts her hand in the back of the tabard and the little
I'm manifesting a shark
kitten
from
pokes out.
walking onto Alena right now. Mouth open.
Mouth open. What are
So-
you going to do with Alena?
Kuffah. Oh,
There's a Sharknado forming on the horizon.
Oh god.
Yes,
Oh, God.
Dungeon Master. Well, how would you like to get this back on track? You said my character's name.
so Kuffah and Alena, as you shit talk fate,
Yep.
you look
We
up
would never.
into the sky.
There's a flying fish with a
And-
beak and teeth.
Sharknado.
What you see is the moon, because it is night.
Wow.
Oh, the
There she
moon.
is.
The three moons, because there are four actually.
The baby
if
one
you
is
want
my
to
moon.
be precise.
The middle one is mine.
So yeah, there are three. The three moons, kind of the white, green, and purple one, believed to be the pretty much quote unquote Olympuses of the gods of Lyria. And then, of course, much larger, much more noticeable. There is, of course, the Chaos Moon, still hanging out in the sky, still full of eyes that twitch and look around at all times. Very, it's a sight. It's some kind of sight. But yeah, your 3 days travel through the river is uneventful.
Oh,
Yay.
Nine.
so fate is bullshit.
Fate is bullshit, maybe. Or maybe
no,
you
no,
just
fate
No,
is
no, no.
catching you.
Mm.
exactly. Maybe you just
No, like,
you know
never
caused
mind. I retract that statement in hopes that Mia retracts her.
everything to crumble. But yeah, after that, your next 2 days on the road are also uneventful, and you arrive to the city of Crescentia. Now, you enter kind of from the royal road, so kind of the main road in, I would imagine, that you would get on it. And you first go through the enormous shanty town around Crescentia's walls that's almost as large as the walled city itself. See, the classical lower end buildings, so wood, hay, fields. You see, the local tavern or two, and generally not too great of a place. One might say.
Yeah, as we're walking to Aurethi, we'll just say, it's disgusting how the people inside the walls let people live like this.
Seems like happened to me.
Yes, but if they could afford but if only they could spend their money more wisely and save and do this, that, the other, they could live nicer, couldn't they? That's right.
Yeah, you go through kind of all of Eastern Crescentia, kind of the shanty town and whatnot, and then arrive to the main gates of the town, these massive, kind of almost Roman-style gates. And you see a couple of the local legion kind of standing as guards to the main entrance in the city, but they are not really paying too much attention to the flow of people going in and out, mainly there to kind of break up any possible problem. On the columns of the sides of the gate, you see two flags, two long flags, representing one the the sigil of the Empire, which actually that I didn't describe yet. It's a red and white kind of long dragon, like the Chinese style dragon, wrapped around a banner that looks somewhat reminiscent if you think about it as a kind of Roman eagle. While on the other side there is of course the sigil of the local quote-unquote empress, Lady Vespera. What was her? Lady Vespera Serin, which is a red, also a red but on gold, kind of a gauntlet gripping the symbol of a sun.
And she...
What was her name? The local empress, in quotations?
Lady Vespera Serin.
Vespera Serin.
Vespera Serin. Like this.
Ah, gotcha.
She would
It's not
reside
the capital, so it's
in Rivermar, wouldn't she?
in Rivermar, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, kind of the the banners of House Serin, you would have seen them at like Vineway and Cloverfield and any kind of the main provincial or commandery towns around the sport of the granary. So yeah, you enter and yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, I'll say to the party, I suggest that all of us stick together once we deliver this package. We don't know what's in it. We don't know who is picking it up or their intentions.
It was just
we go
was it?
to Fury with the Broken Quill, if I'm not mistaken.
Say that again, Yusuf?
Broken
Fury
Quill.
with the Broken Quill. That's who we're delivering it to.
Yes, but we have a name. We don't know who they are.
If I'm not mistaken, it should be a dwarvish fellow.
I
why we
know.
needed the-
I should
I
have
know,
kind of
I know.
hair unless you
I remember
have
them being
some
short. That was the major
problematic
feature.
opinions of
gnomish
dwarves.
fellow.
It's the Broken Quill, a gnomish bookshop. But yeah, you can easily, if you wish to, ask around, or if you want to browse. As you enter the town, you enter in a district known as Beergate, the kind of big tavern establishment district of the town, and you see kind of taverns are literally one after the other right here. And you see signs that kind of point to different districts. So you see to the north of where you are, it goes to Starbloom Gate. Then to the south is Southern Ward. Then there is one for the castle, which you can also see. It is pretty close to Beergate. It's a pretty classic, kind of tall walls, even taller than the town walls themselves, with kind of two concentric rings of walls within the internal kind of castle fort itself. The castle inside is a bit more peculiar. It looks a bit more like a spire, so it's a kind of taller tower.
Do we know who the regent or ruler of this city is under the lady?
You could easily ask around if that is something that.
I mean,
would
I
interest
guess
you.
I'll ask our gnome friend when we get there.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, you would see around the town, on the castle as well, and kind of on the battlements, a third banner, the local kind of banner of the city, which is three golden scythes on a white and red field.
We're in the
Picking
bread basket.
Exactly, you are in the
So
bread
it's
basket.
not ominous.
No, it's scythe
no, it's
for
like-
grain,
it's-
not people.
Yeah, it's not even scythe. It's a sickle. I'm sorry, it's a sickle. Three golden sickles. I'm sorry.
A red flag with a sickle on it, you say.
Yes, exactly. With three
All right.
sickles on it.
Whoa,
Even
it's extra communist.
I'm gonna. We'll make our way to the Broken Quill then.
Okay, yeah, you can easily ask around where to find kind of the broken quill, and after a half an hour or so of asking around, because it's a big town, you're directed north in the district known as Starmbloom Gate. So inside the city walls, it's again completely different from outside. Stone halls, tall 2-3 even story buildings, private villas, all the rich stuff. And as you kind of get close, as you're going to Starmbloom Gate, you kind of graze into a portion of the southern ward. There it's like nobility at the 100%. So like singular villas with gardens inside, smaller house, like banners of smaller noble houses waving around and stuff like that. So it's very, very rich. And then you get to Starmbloom Gate, which is kind of the artisan quarter in regards to everything that is magical or generally arcane knowledge in nature. So you see bookshops, you see magic shops, you see all kinds of, healers, potions, alchemists, apothecaries, everything that's arcane based. But yeah, you find your way to this shop. It's kind of on the bottom of a little 2-story building, kind of in the middle of one of the main kind of commercial roads of this place. And the first thing that you notice as you approach it is that the windows are boarded up.
Fuck.
The door as well, and there is you see, even from a distance, a piece of paper affixed to the door, kind of nailed into the door, with the imperial kind of wax sign on the bottom, kind of the imperial stamp on the bottom, kind of hanging off the door.
I look at Lady.
Is there a message? Is there a message pinned?
Yes, there is a message. The message reads, the broken quill will be closed indefinitely due to the arrest of
Fanon.
Mr. Fanon, where the fuck is it? Fanon Odelbright. Farnan.
Oh, I wrote down Furious.
Odelbright.
This
This is the name.
My handwriting is terrible. It is Fernan.
Okay, yeah, so Farnan, due to the arrest of Farnan Odelbright for high treason and contraband.
Oh boy.
The hearing will be, and there is a date, that date and time would be the evening of this day that you just arrived.
Wow.
Been apprehended for high treason and contraband.
Oh.
Well, Nier, what did you have to deliver again? Wasn't it a weirdly expensive book?
And he said not to open it under any circumstances.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Listen.
It sounds like we would get any reward for delivering it at this point.
Listen, dear. I need you to take that book and you shove it right up in your butt. You shove it right up there, right deep up there.
All the way up.
We don't want to get caught with
No.
this.
It's a parcel, yeah.
Is it drugs? Or something?
It's some kind of like parcel. It's book size, yeah.
Actually, I'm from the Underdark. What do I know about drugs? Drugs is just like regular.
What, Nier?
Let's find some brazier or receptacle to burn this in after I give it a quick look over.
Not in a city. Dumb fuck.
I'll look around. Is there anyone like watching us at the moment?
No, it doesn't look like. You see the casual like guard taking glances at kind of at one of the intersections, but it's mostly, just looking, or just takes a glance and glances at some other person just looking around. There is a ton of people though. It's like one of the main kind of commercial
Would anyone notice if we like broke some of the boards on the door and got in?
There are only two, so if you are quiet and kind of stealthy enough. You can
Oh.
use it
Cough
without
very
any
loud.
problem.
I'll hand
Wait,
Kuffah a crowbar.
question. Is the door
Excuse me?
does the door look like it opens inwards? Because
Yes, it does look like it.
Nothing's gonna.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
open the door and walk in, and then close the door again.
You need to crawl in mostly, but yes.
Yeah,
you
so
could.
like-
The door
I may be
is-
chaotically
the door
aligned, but I'm
opens
still
in
good
the-
aligned.
Why would you want to just break into this house?
Because there's likely some interesting intel in here about why he was arrested. And it's also somewhere private where we can open that
We could
package.
just, yeah, we just.
I mean, I can tell you why he was arrested. It says right here.
don't even open the package. Let's just
Yes.
find a brick, put it under the brick, and walk away. Then you don't get in trouble with the weird bookseller, and we don't get in trouble
yes, but
from
what if-
the
but-
guards.
Kuffah, what if a small child finds it, and then the child was tried for high treason? You wouldn't want that, would you?
That's a good point. All right,
I mean,
fine.
if you look around at this posh area, I feel like there's not gonna be a child just walking
take the
around
crowbar.
here.
That was so easy. That was too fucking easy to convince.
Yeah,
Kuffah.
I'm gonna be helping with this with the probably inevitable stealth check by just like blocking Kuffah from view.
Kuffah, you know what?
Okay.
I get the sneaking
Wait,
suspicion
before
I
we
should
do
have
that-
stepped 5 feet to the
I
right
feel
instead.
like this is racial profiling, but okay. Goblins break into houses.
1 second.
Okay.
Can we check if there's a rear entrance first? Like a rear, more secluded entrance?
There would be not, because it's kind of two buildings, one
Oh,
next
is
to
it a
the
double stacked terrace block?
It's a terrace. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the impression that I got.
Yes.
Right, so my
Let's
mission.
check.
Kind of like I don't know English terms, but if you would imagine like this is the road, right, and this is the other road, and this dotted line are like divides two different buildings. So there are like buildings on this side and
Aye.
buildings on this side, and there is
Yeah,
no
yeah,
rear
no, that's
entrance.
fine. Terrace houses basically mean that there is a house connected on either side, but you don't necessarily have
Yeah.
another set of houses on the back. Sometimes you have a
Yes,
back
yes.
entrance and garden.
It's
But this
yeah,
is a double
it's a terrace.
stacked line of terrace houses. Or
Yes.
terrace buildings.
Yes,
Am I
yes.
making athletics check
Exactly.
or stealth check?
What's your strength score?
12.
A 12, I think, would be enough with the help of the crowbar, so I'm just gonna be asking you for a
Also,
stealth
my
check.
big hobgoblin, not mom.
Well, I thought we didn't need to take the boards off because the door opened inwards and the doors aren't blocking the entrance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but-
door opens inwards, so you can crawl down. I'll leave to you which one of the two is more risky.
Too late. I'm rolling. With advantage because I have help action.
Sure, yes.
And I'm not wearing armor, so I'm not at disadvantage. 21!
21.
We're so
I still
stealthy.
do not
Yeah, you managed-
understand why you want to go into
So-
this house so badly.
You manage to kind of stick the
you.
crowbar next to the nails and very slowly kind of get them off. Nobody seems to hear you with 21. I can do something for the lols, but I don't think somebody will hear you.
So I'm gonna duck into the house with Kuffah then. You guys are free to follow if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Yeah,
got the
no,
board.
absolutely not. The guard rolled an 8, so
Oh,
you
nice.
are completely silent. Nobody really is paying attention to a boarded up shop, so you are easy to enter. So who is entering? Everybody?
Everyone.
Well, I guess I would be more suspicious standing outside of this house, so I'll join you guys.
I guess so.
Okay, so inside the shop, and Spencer is gone.
Yeah,
I did a fast check.
nothing.
Nothing,
Also, I have a
absolutely
robot that
nothing.
looks like a tank.
Oh, I expect you guys to keep playing while
Anyway, what do we see inside of the shop?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Alright, so
take the stream like
no worries at all. As you enter inside the shop is completely in ruins. You see broken bottles, broken shelves, most of the stuff that is in here is either broken or ruined in some way. Clear signs of fighting. You see kind of spell burns and burns and general damage on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling. So he didn't get down without a fight. But the shop, apart from that, is absolutely deserted.
Nice to see he fought back. Avner, you want to open the package now?
Well, before that, I'd like to get a bit more context to make sure we're opening something non-explosive.
Do we want to? They may have ways of knowing if we open it. I think you should just leave it. I think it's better. I'd rather not get in trouble with either the drug dealers or the law, personally.
We are already in trouble. If they trace it back, we're the ones who brought it here. Then
We just did a job. We
they'll
didn't know the
arrest us
details of it.
anyway.
That's how that works, right?
They will not care about that.
Yes.
I mean, if they didn't
Aurethi
want
is
stuff
right.
like this in the city, they should maybe do like a check for people that come into the city that do not belong. But they don't, so I think this is on them.
And also, depending on the context that we can arise from investigating this scene, they may be a bit more tyrannical than initially thought. And any connection to this is seen as a crime.
Well, it should be like children's cancer medicine.
I
I
do not
guess
have any
we'll-
connection. This time I'm gonna be fine.
I'm gonna start looking around to see if I imagine that whoever came through here swept it, but I want to see if they missed anything.
Yeah, I'd like to help with my elf eyes.
What
Make
this
me
I'll
an
be
investigation check.
helping.
How does that feel?
I'll be helping Avner because he probably has a higher investigation check.
Yeah. I mean, you give me an investigation at advantage.
Okay, let me check on my investigation check and then I can laugh at you for being bad. I have a +3. Else?
I have +1.
I think that's fine.
Okay. I have a +5 perception. Investigation not as high.
Oh, mine's -1. Never mind.
A situational bonus advantage. Pumpkin. 17.
17.
I would be using the pumpkins, but it was taken. And I don't want a copy.
You do see, as you're kind of rummaging through the broken kind of shelves and whatnot in the middle, you produce a 2 sheaths with 2 swords, 2 scimitars sheathed into them. And they have kind of a leather binding around them, kind of a package of 1. The name reads The Bickering Brothers, the name tag on the swords.
Oh.
Is that some sort of fiction book or something?
No, it's a sword.
Oh, it's a sword.
An item, yes.
We found this.
Okay.
when we
Dual
were investigating.
scimitars known as the Bickering Brothers.
I thought it was never mind. I misunderstood.
That's okay.
It's 2 swords kind of hidden, pushed under some rubble. So
Wait
you
till I devise
now hold.
dual wields.
Specifically for some kind of because can I look for some kind of trapdoor or hatch that goes deeper?
Sure. With that investigation check, I would say you find one. You kind of it's a 17 to be honest. You kind of look around the desk and find some kind of hidden switch. You click it and hear a low rumble of kind of stone and stone, and a part of the floor behind the counter opens up.
It feels like I'm metagaming, but I know Hibiki. He fucking loves trapdoors.
So we found some clearly cursed magic swords. Which one of us uses 2-weapon fighting?
No
Worry
one.
about that later.
2 swords? That is complete nonsense. Who would need 2 swords when you kill 1 big sword?
I'm trained in all weaponry, but I would rather have Arthur identify what they are first.
Oh yes, I can do that.
I don't use swords because I don't want to spill any blood. So instead, I break bones.
So instead of just these guys.
That's a great loophole you've got there, Kuffah.
I can work on it while you guys investigate. If you'll just
Sounds like a plan.
and kind of gestures at the swords.
On the outside. That would
Not
be
down in the
great.
hole?
Make sure to use no lights.
No, don't go outside. You bring attention to the fact that we broke in.
Look, keep an eye on the outside. Not.
Oh, I can do that. Yes,
But this
I
is your
will
mess. Should we go downstairs?
keep an eye out.
You can easily sit down and start to cast investigate on the.
Am I keeping watch or am I
I
identifying?
thought, Arthur was identified.
You can do
I mean,
both. You can do
yeah.
both.
I was thinking
If you
to
wish to-
identify, but like passively, if you see anything awry while you're doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
when
just
I'm
use your passive
working on a
perception.
ritual, it takes up a lot of my attention.
You
Oh,
want
yeah,
to send,
I'm
I'll
sure
use
if
your-
you're allowed to do this.
I'll use your PP.
want to send Merlin down with us?
For the time
being.
We have somebody to send back to you if something bad happens.
I
Oh,
can do that.
yeah.
So I would like to have Merlin perch on my shoulder, and then I would like to perch on Arethi's shoulder.
Oh,
And then Aurethi can ride on
I would
shoulders.
I would require a. Do I have
The
the
random
necessary pearl? That is the
I don't
question.
think you do.
I
Did
do
you
not-
buy one? No, you
Did
did
I?
buy one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's
You
the
wanted
first
to
shot
buy
we
one.
did, didn't we?
No?
You did,
Oh, did I
you
have-
did have this shopping. You did shop in Cloverfield, so
First
I
session.
if you
think
forgot,
we
you,
wanted
you
to
should
buy
have
one,
one.
but didn't have the money because it's very expensive.
No, it's 100 silver. I'm sorry, it's 100 gold, so it's 1,000 silver. I don't remember if you spent it or not.
Yeah, it's very
I
expensive.
guess we don't.
I need some further resources before I can
You
cast.
can just like identify over a short rest if you want to do that.
Yeah, as well. That as well.
That involves attuning to the item in order to identify it.
No, it doesn't. But it doesn't
No, it's
reveal
not.
if it's cursed.
Yeah,
It reveals if it's a magic item, but it doesn't reveal if it's cursed, while identifying it reveals if it's cursed. That's the difference.
so we can't identify because it needs a resource. So I guess we're all going into the creepy basement. And I say we put Nier first because Nier is definitely a front row fighter.
Yep. I do
Okay.
not see any flaws in that logic, my friend.
Well,
Oh, we
seeing
shouldn't
as
I
let
think
how-
that's
Arthur be the
made
one
around
to watch
myself.
us, because if Arthur sees the book that he's interested in, then his eyes will wander, and you have all seen how he is when he's starting to read books. He just walks into everything.
Mhm.
You know
Correct
what?
me if I'm wrong, my dear Squire.
Feel like this could go bad. I'm gonna do Eyes of Night and pass that on to everybody else.
Okay.
so
Do we have
everybody else now
superior dark
has,
vision?
yeah, everybody for the next hour has 300 feet of colored dark vision,
Cool.
and then we go into the
Yeah,
basement.
look at everyone getting ready. I'm like, we are just going into a basement. What do you expect?
We've been poking fate for like 2 days.
3 to be precise.
That's why I said like.
The thing is, every time something bad doesn't happen, the bad thing that's going to happen in our future gets worse.
I'm pretty sure that's the gambler's fallacy. I don't think that's how that works. The
Let's go.
The likelihood of rolling
Okay.
any number on the dice is the same every time you roll the dice.
Let's slide our way into the basement.
Okay, yeah, you start
I'm
defending.
at the back.
You're at the back, for sure. No worries at all.
I'm at Arethi's side because Aurethi is my favorite.
Okay, yeah, you descend. It's not a stairway. It's a ladder. It's a ladder to go down.
Okay.
So
A ladder to hell.
a ladder into a trap. Am I right?
That's why
I'm
Nier is
joking,
going
of course.
first.
Oh fuck! I'm imagining an infinite ladder being eaten by something while you try to climb up, so you're just stuck in place until you get exhausted.
Imagine. Damn, that's evil. Thank you for the idea. You now can shit talk Nier.
So last time I was in a Hibic campaign, and we went into a basement of like a curiosity shop with like illegal contraband. I was
there.
invited to then look at a ritual, and I saw a creature beyond my comprehension, which was so amazing that I just looked at it as my teammates all fucking died.
Yeah,
Especially
I was
the
there.
child, the minor that died, especially.
Last time I played,
And then afterwards, I had more sanity. I had 100% sanity afterwards because I just really liked a abyss creature beyond my comprehension a lot.
last time I went into a basement
Exactly.
in a game, my magician character tried to pry a bunch of screaming heads off of a pipe organ made of heads, and then I died.
And that's insane. Yeah, and
I told you.
No, you didn't die.
Didn't
Didn't I die?
Basements.
You didn't die, but you went like insane, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, to be honest, true.
We're not playing cock right now, though.
We are not playing cock.
Stop playing with your cocks. Get back to D&D.
Nier reaches the bottom of the ladder and dies.
I slide down, I jump down, and I dust myself off, sort of looking around, and a single note of light extends on the
You have
tip
dark
of a,
vision. I gave you dark vision, so we don't disturb anything.
I know, but it's not
Yeah,
that. Fine. I try to do that, but I'm just. Oh wait, I can see.
See in color.
Okay, so the first thing as you descend, there is like a shortish corridor, and then just some stairs to get down in the basement. The first thing that hits you is the overwhelming smell of burning, or not burning, ash. You know that it has that very peculiar kind of smell to it.
Yeah.
So
Does it smell like
and you
wood?
get
Or does it not smell like wood?
wood, paper, generally a lot of burnt stuff. And as you enter into the cellar proper, you get hit just straight in the face as you open the door to the cellar with this gust of ash just hitting your nostrils, making you cough. Not the best thing, not gonna lie. You felt better stuff. But yeah, and as you look around, you see the entire basement has been burned to the ground. Carpets, you see everything that was here. You see the walls, although wooden, have remained in somewhat of a... they were wood-lined, mainly, so you see kind of remnants of the walls and singe marks on the walls. You see burned, what looks like burnt paper, burnt books, so like just leather covers with nothing inside them, scattered around everywhere.
What does it look like was done down here? It's not an alchemy lab, so it's not drugs.
Well, the cellar does not look like this, imagine this, but everything burned down.
Yeah.
Also, this wall doesn't exist. Like this, it's a single wall.
Sure it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a solid wall. Yeah, no, I just had to find the cellar map that was small enough and good enough to play. But yeah, and it looks like somebody just arson, just like straight up wanted to burn everything.
Whatever Inquisition or police force that arrested Fernan burnt this place, or he knew they were coming and disposed of what evidence there was left. Perhaps he just seen stuff.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't look like the guards found this place.
The shady merchant with the hidden underneath the basement, where he then burns the incriminating evidence. Apparently didn't work well enough because he's still being trialed for high treason and contraband, so better luck next time.
Anybody feel like having a look around, see if we find anything that might have been missed? Or any clues into what exactly they were doing? I will admit, my curiosity is piqued now that we're actually in the shit.
Yeah, I'd like to go around looking if Kuffah wants to assist or Kuffah doesn't want to.
I have.
Oh, and don't forget to not breathe, because otherwise you will breathe in the ashes. It's bad for your health.
Yeah, I think
They call it the coal lung.
I'll produce
why.
a bit of cloth and create just a makeshift like mask around the mouth and nose, so I don't.
There is an Imagine Dragon song about this. I gotta say.
Breathe it in. I coughed out my lung.
Fucking dust. Alena's just going in
Chemicals.
and rummaging in the first corner she finds just through the ashes. Through ash and dust.
Okay.
I'm gonna trace the wall to see if there's any kind of hidden compartment or if there's anything hidden behind a bookcase, anything like that.
I'm helping.
Oh, did Avenir make other people a mask as well, or only himself?
Make me an investigation check.
I'm a pretty selfish person.
Damn.
Yeah,
I can give you an amazing investigation check.
Am I making the
Hey, that's actually amazing! Look at that! A 16 from someone with a -1.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Am I making it at advantage or normally?
I am taking the hell back.
Advantage.
Advantage.
I want to help.
Oh, pumpkin!
I'll say what
Alright.
Advantage and plus
Seems-
3 and you still don't beat me? That's pathetic.
Nothing really. Everything. Whoever burned this place down did a meticulous job of like not leaving any traces behind.
I'm leaning towards more that he destroyed his own humble abode.
Have you opened a book yet?
No, I just wanted to see if they could discern anything from what was left here.
Might be worth looking at now. We're like 2 layers deep from observers.
One moment. Let me consult a higher power. Vicky, could you re-describe the room to me? Could you
What?
re-describe the room to me, just in case I missed anything in the description?
It's a smallish. The size is pretty much what it is like now. It's 30 by what by 30 by 20. No, not too big. Basement completely burned down. Everything ash on the floor. You see burned pieces of pages, but it's intelligible. Burnt shelves, burnt tables. The walls that were lined with wood are like singed and even like burnt in some places. You see what clearly looks like alchemical burns on the floor from like potions dropped and destroyed or stuff like that. Books, you see like just leather, burnt kind of singed leather, backs of books just empty. Everything inside burnt.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Somebody
one
just-
last thing.
Burnt everything down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one last thing because it doesn't look like there's anything here. I think this is just to indicate that whatever was here has been destroyed. But just to do it, and also might piss off some people, I'm gonna scoop up some ash, and then from the entrance of the room, I'm gonna blow it outwards, and then I'm gonna use that to see if I can find any kind of hidden passage or some kind of like hidden wall or something, because it'll flow towards it if there's some airflow.
Yourself.
Sorry.
What? So as you gather some ash and bring it towards the exit, and you are just about to blow it into kind of the exit to see the hidden whatever,
It's gonna be ash monsters.
the ash moves itself
Elementals.
back, and you see as the ash all around the room starts gathering, because you should know
Oh boy.
there are spells that can restore stuff.
Oh,
And whoever did this most probably didn't want anything from here to be restored. As you see the ash
Fuck you.
slowly, it was a thank you. I always thank players when they make their own life miserable. You see as it slowly forms into some kind of humanoid figure that looks like it's wearing an armor of plate and holding a great sword. So, I would like you all to roll me some initiativa.
nice.
I may be an oracle, but you cannot possibly blame me for this. No one could have expected that.
I mean, we did
I
come down here
mean-
looking for stuff, so
This does seem exactly like what you would expect in the abandoned secret underground something of a Forbidden Star, is it not? Where was initiative again?
we have a strong gale today. Our wizard boy is doing well.
Gale, but it's a god version where he's shirtless.
He's unnecessary abs.
Gale and the fucking Speedo.
Have I ever rolled a not shit initiative? I don't think so.
I just knocked it into a 14, so I don't know. Oh, my
Mine
What's up?
fell from. It was. I almost got an 18, but then it rolled over onto the 4 or a 2 or whatever it is.
Kuffah, my new friend.
What's that?
You see this night of ash, and you see like little flames sparking in between the ash foam in the middle of the room.
So my passive insight is 15, but I am a trusting person. So I'm going to, since he hasn't attacked us, I'm going to say, "Hey there, buddy. We're just having a look around. How are you doing?"
No response.
Haven't taken an action yet. I might prepare spells.
Come on, Kuffah, lock in. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been training for 3 days on that boat.
Everybody duck!
I knew I should have stepped 5 feet to the left.
Everybody duck! And then once everybody ducks, I'm going to cast Sleep in the space between the floors so that the sphere only catches this creature. Because I'm small and Arthur is small. I just need my other friends to duck, which they should be able to do. No worries.
I do the most devious deal back.
What's the radius of sleep?
20-foot sphere. So if I set it in the room above, nobody else should be affected. It
I'll
should
just put it
be
here.
the creature. Because you said it was tall and in full play, right?
Yes.
So if I set it to be to end 5 feet off the ground, everybody that ducks should be fine, I think. If you'll allow it.
I feel like the thing.
I would allow it. I would allow it. But yeah, roll your sleep.
We'll find out if I...
Right about now.
Rolling 5d8s. Fuck, it has more than 14 hit points for sure.
Yeah, no.
Shit
Yeah,
roll.
no, you cast it, it just fizzles out.
2 ones. Damn it. Well, it's tougher than that. Good luck, guys.
Should I wait until my turn to speak? Yeah, I'll wait until my turn to speak. Let's see what it does.
You know what?
Well, as you... Yeah?
I might do...
No, go on.
It'd be worth it for action economy to get a spiritual weapon up in the corner. I won't attack it yet, though.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna summon a
You
spiritual weapon.
cannot summon it, though.
Oh, I can't?
Yeah,
cast
you've already
level
cast a
spell.
level
Never
spell.
mind.
You cast a level
I
spell,
don't do that.
unfortunately.
I don't do that.
Give yourself the spell slot back, if you
I will.
contracted it.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so as you, Reverie, were the one that tried to bring the Ash out, the Ashen Knight will approach you and hit you with a little multi-attack with his greatsword.
Well, that answers that question. If he's hostile.
That is
Well, we did determine that Avenir is our front line, didn't we, Nick?
We did.
1 second.
So 14 to hit, Reverie?
I have a 13 AC if that hits.
Yeah. That's 9 points of damage, I'm sorry.
Owie.
And
he
then
gets
the
again.
second attack,
For net 20.
almost,
very close
with
to
a
it,
19,
It would be a crit if it
For-
was Pathfinder.
a 11
I
damage.
think I might silver of. Can I silver barbs that? Like to make it not hit?
You can if you
Yeah,
wish.
I'm gonna cast silver barbs.
And no, he's not 20.
Now watch as it crits.
It was one off from a crit.
Okay, well it hit me anyways. Roll the damage.
Yeah, so it's 11 damage.
Someone still gets advantage on
who,
something.
Next person, right? Oh no, you
I'm
get
gonna
to
give it
choose.
to myself.
Wow, selfish.
And this is the end of the Ashen Knight's turn.
What was the
You're
friend's
good.
last name? Reverie would remember, but I don't.
Odalbright.
Odalbright?
Yep.
Oh, you're getting
Alright,
my
so-
rights all coloured.
Reverie.
We have a package for Ferd and Odalbright. Does that change its demeanor at all?
You start to get the feeling, at least those of you with high enough wisdom, this might be a guardian. Just like
automaton.
like a dumb guardian. Yeah, an automaton.
Well, shit.
1 second. One creature of your choice can see with the... Away with thee. Did I ever tell you this joke? I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay.
Is that the joke?
DC
And then I'm
13
gonna-
wisdom
I'm gonna lean forward
save.
to wisdom something.
Ah, there's 20.
Oh.
Just a bit late.
I can't cast Silvery Barbs, because it's a level spell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a reaction.
Well, you can if it's you
The
can if it's a
reaction
reaction.
You can only
can?
do the level spell with if it is an action and a bonus action.
Yeah.
But since it is a reaction, you can.
You burn your
Because,
spell slots, though.
let's be honest, D&D fucking Looney Tunes rules.
Yeah.
Someone is like,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't work like this. Actually, it works different now. And then they did go
So
with
you
that.
want to
So are you silvery barbing? Are you
Yeah,
silvery
so-
barbing? Okay.
My barb's silvery.
Ugh.
Ah,
Fuck fucking
Who's
hired.
getting advantage now?
What the fuck? Who doesn't have a?
Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait. Well, it wasn't 18. It was.
From Reverie's
dirty 20.
perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nicer.
All right. Just for fairness' sake, you know. So it's prone and incapacitated, right?
Yeah, I could.
What does
I
it sound
imagine
like
that it's like.
when Ash laughs?
And it sounds like. It sounds like just. Have you ever, you know, nails on a blackboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that but repeated. Exactly.
Amalryk, what did you do? What's that awful sound? Please make it stop.
Anything else?
Is coughing
Reverie?
blood. You can see a small patch of blood forming on their tunic, and just say, "It's whatever it considers laughter." I'm just going to be over here.
All they said was that, what do you call, oh no, that's not what it was. And then she struggles to say the joke, because I can't come up with a joke at the moment.
I was speaking Sylphya,
Alright.
so I don't know how you had a joke from that.
I'm role-playing.
No, I like that, like the idea of like you've just made up a joke.
Our red fighter.
Why was a skeleton afraid to cross the street? He had no guts.
Ah.
Aurethi, I think we need to help our squishy little caster friend.
Yep, I'm gonna summon my echo behind it,
Oh, this
so it's in the way of
Yeah.
getting to
coup de
Amalryk.
grace. Or two prone attacks in a row.
Unfortunately, it's not. Yeah, it's prone attacks, but yeah.
Not quite coup de grace yet.
So I need to bring Coup de Grace back from 4th edition. Maybe I'll homebrew it. See what they can do.
Oh wait, I
else?
should actually put it here. So if I get opportunity attack, so it tries to move too far. Actually, no, I leave it there because I flank and I'm in range, so I get opportunity attacks. I will just hit it once with a glaive. Advantage because flanking.
Yeah.
Oh god, 13.
13 misses.
Okay. I will unleash incarnation and attack again.
Okay. Go for it.
Well, that's nicer.
That's a 24.
24 does hit. Roll
Okay,
me
2, we
the
roll
damage.
that. Nice, 10 damage.
Okay. Let me just 1 moment. I'm reloading my page here.
AC
damage,
should be roughly
yes.
19 with plate?
18 should be. Weight is 18. You never know what's the.
It's just
the damage.
paired with the shield.
And that's
as
the
well.
end of my turn.
Yeah, he's got a shield, so it could be dirty 20.
Okay,
20.
and it has to do a wisdom save to see if it breaks out of the
Laughter.
laughter,
At the end of each of its turns, it's not its turn.
When it takes
and
damage.
every time it takes damage.
Every time it takes it, I didn't see that. Okay.
It fails anyways, so still
Keep
rolling
laughing,
on the
bitch.
ground laughing. Next one is Alena.
They actually have an advantage on that save, I believe.
Why did you move me?
Why would she have advantage? Oh,
I did. No, I did it on.
It was,
I didn't want to. I'm sorry.
the target has advantage on the save if the save is triggered by damage.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Let me reroll it then.
I mean, it'll still be prone, but it will still be.
It'll still be prone, yeah. So it wouldn't. It passes.
There you go.
Hey.
So not incapacitated, but still prone.
Now, if I remember how to do attacks on this one, was it using the sword? Yes. Okay. By the power given to me by my glorious Lady Hope, and this very big sword that I carry, I shall smite you, fiend.
And she barely hits. 18
Barely is
it's
good enough,
still-
my friend, and I shall smite him like I announced.
Okay. No, it's not a big smite. It's a regular smite. It's just an elemental.
36, right?
Yeah. The 8.
The 8. What should be less than 11?
It's 2d8. But
2d8.
If I'm not mistaken, should be 2d8. Yeah, 2d8 for spells, first level spell slot. So
There we go.
I'll apply the damage anyways, as I from the great sword.
There we go. There.
And then I will apply the damage from the Divine Smite, and it is now bloodied.
18.
So
Aha.
you did do some damage on it. You see as kind of ash is littering the floor as it's slowly disintegrating under your hits. Arturo.
All right, Arthur is going to pull out his spellbook. Well, pull out is a weird term for it because it's always out. But he'll flip to he'll like open it up and flip to a page and put his hand on it and speak some arcane words. And he's looking at this creature made out of ash and thinking, probably. Maybe let's have a little fun with the damage types, and I'm gonna use a cold damage on my magic missile.
Okay.
And then I just roll
3d4 plus
1 missile, 2 missiles,
Okay.
and 3 missiles.
All right, pretty
damn
good damage.
Magic
A
missile.
total of 12 damage. Does it seem to react more or less or normally to the cold
It's
damage?
normally. It's reacts normal. At least it doesn't resist. And it's looking very rough. You see as the form is shaking, it's almost disintegrating. You see as it's just pulsing. The entire shape is
Nice.
pulsing.
Oh, actually.
So like these, I think I said Arthur's magic is blue. I feel like it makes sense if it's blue. But like these 3 little blue orbs just like fly out of the spell book, swirl around the guy, and just oof, into him.
Yeah.
I feel like they disperse some of the ash.
Yeah, kind of.
There's like
Everybody who is close to the knight is covered, at least partially, in ash from their attacks and whatnot.
fun.
It's a me.
It's a you.
Mario.
Mario.
I'm gonna say, I'd be ashamed not to crack this egg since we got an omelet going. And I'm just gonna pull up my mace, and I'm just gonna smack it with my mace.
Yep.
A frog and a hamster.
20 to hit.
Which is apparently pretty
20 hits.
Damage.
good. And a donkey. Or is it a donkey?
2 points of damage is not enough. You hit it, disperse some ash, it's still holding on.
Yeah. I don't want to... Seems like the fight's almost over. I don't want to waste a bonus action or a second level spell. Well, I guess I'll say, Nier, it looks like you got some schmutz on your face there. Give yourself a wipe. As I cast Healing Word.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a chicken.
5 hit points.
Don't mind my rolls.
Regenerates hit points, isn't it?
Yeah, you
No, it
recover 5 hit
doesn't.
points. Nier.
That makes things slightly better. Thank you.
Chicken.
I'll just phase through a wall. Give me a second.
Yeah. All right. So
15.
Oh, can I forget about Fury of the Small. I'd like to apply Fury of the Small to the attack there.
yeah. So it's your level, right?
I think so. Where are my traits? Equals 0 level, yeah. So an additional 3 damage to that.
3 damage.
So
Yep,
5.
applied. It's the knight's turn. It will stand up. I rolled for
Half your
targets
movement's
already.
gone.
Exactly, but it will attack. With one attack, the Echo, and with the other one, Kuffah.
Eh, rude.
So the attack against the Echo, first foremost. Does that
Misses.
hit already?
No, that misses.
And now the attack
Here's
against
the crit.
Kuffah. 13?
I might miss. I don't remember.
You weren't wearing your armor, were you?
You weren't because you didn't
No,
have
I'm
this.
on-
Oh no! Wait!
I got a chain
You
shirt.
bought a
It's
chain
17.
shirt.
Yeah.
You bought a chain shirt. Yeah. Now it misses
Oh,
you as well. You see, as it's kind of
Everybody
unstable.
remember to have their +5 maximum hit points, right? Because I do 8 every morning. That's why I have
I
that.
put
Ah,
it in
yeah.
my thing, but I forgot.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. So I should also be on 20 HP.
I forgot about that. But yeah, that's the reason I had my Salem spell slot knocked off, because we always have 8
Mm-hmm.
every morning.
Yep.
So,
And-
take that. You're not so impressive. You big galoot.
Also, you're not concentrating anymore, Reverie, let's say, because the spell
Yeah, I don't know how to
dropped.
disable that.
Like this.
Irax, gun to your looking ass.
And the Reverie.
How bad is this thing looking?
Rough.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty rough. It's almost. It's you see as it's just like
Woof.
pulsing, like
Woof.
going small and then large and then small and then large. It's
Rough.
Rogo gadget. Can I use an advantage on the advantage from Silvery Barbs and attack? 'Cause I haven't used it yet.
yep.
Watch it be
If I'm
immune
not
to fire
mistaken,
damage
yes.
because it's made of ash.
Yeah, that's why I didn't use fire damage.
It misses.
Yeah.
I was thinking lightning damage might be
yes,
great because
that's
it
all
turned to glass.
True.
Aurethi. Unless
Yeah, which-
Reverie wants to do anything else.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh, the
I
Reverie.
think Reverie's still recovering from the.
Didn't my weapon have the auto rerolling ones and twos in it?
Everybody wants to be an ash
Thing?
knight.
For some reason, it wasn't doing it anymore. Just realized.
Let me look at it. In
Because I
the
remember you set it
meantime.
up for me in the weapon itself.
Yeah, I did, but let me look it up into. Let me look up into it. Oh fucking hell!
I'm just gonna move in, lock it in. 19 to hit.
Oh, it's not prone anymore.
19 to
Oh,
hit.
it's like
Yeah, but I have like
19 to hit. You know what? It will use parry,
Aha!
and
Parry.
it takes you up to 20.
Dark Souls.
Okay,
Dark Souls
motherfucker,
indeed.
you're getting it now. I'm gonna action surge and attack again.
Now you roll 1.
Oh, Spencer, like, actually,
I control the threat of fate. The
I'm
stars are in my
gonna use
command.
another Unleash Incarnation.
One second before you do that. Can I use a Silvery Barbs to make you re-roll that to get a better roll? Is that how that
Oh, sweet, yeah. I don't think that's how that works.
You
Yeah,
take the
wait.
lower of the
it
two.
is when an opponent succeeds on a roll specifically, I think, or if an LA fails on the same roll.
You
It has something very specific in it.
I
It's
think
It has
very broken.
success. Yeah,
Success.
specifically
No,
has
it's a-
success.
'cause ability
Yeah,
check
it's the
or-
trigger. It's a reaction that you
It's
take.
given 60 feet succeed on an attack roll and build check or saving throw. You can just make it
Yeah.
to potentially have someone fail, not the other way.
Yeah. It's a success.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an Unleash Incarnation again.
raised.
All right.
You're wasting all these resources because you're mad.
Yeah. Fuck off.
1, 2,
Come
3,
on.
4.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I
the end of my
believe you.
turn. I eat shit.
Goblin pride.
All right.
We can
Kuffah.
roleplay that there's
Yeah,
just
no,
too
not
much,
Kuffah, yeah.
whatchamacallit,
Alena.
ash in the air right now to adequately aid.
Yeah, exactly.
The Aurethi, blind
know.
rage is not the right way to approach a tricky opponent like this one. You have to stay calm and... You piece of shit! Stop dodging!
You see, it's all because kind of the creature itself is kind of pulsating, kind of between forms. It's unstable, so you
The-
just like hit and the creature is not there.
The roleplay there was absolutely wonderful.
Suddenly it erupts with black ichor and grows an extra arm over its head.
Do I have any bonus action?
You have to be calm and go like, you piece of shit!
I found that too funny to not
I love you guys.
It was also deeply
Alright.
from the bottom of my heart.
Arthur.
Is there a joke?
Yeah! I'm gonna do another magic missile. I can't miss.
But it's
Yeah.
on the
Okay,
name,
like,
miss.
then.
This time I'm gonna do lightning damage. Just because we're having, I'm testing out. I'm using this as target practice. I'm testing my
It could still survive. Okay, not anymore, I think. Now, unless you roll minimum damage, it could survive. Okay, now it dies. It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, Arthur's just like, you guys just need to hit, and then
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I
By
think
the way,
this time.
it's- yeah, go
I
ahead.
think
go ahead.
when he does elemental damage, the blue is like flavored slightly. So with the cold damage, it like fractally, like in the way that snowflakes are, and had a white tinge. And this time, it's got like little zip coming out of it and is yellow. It's blue, but it's also got like little lightning yellow in it, and it just like goes through it.
As you hit it, exactly the time the figure kind of compresses in this like small little sphere, and the 3 kind of missiles kind of roam home into it and hit it, and a bead of glass just drops and shatters on the ground.
Nice.
Arthur's
Good
just
job.
like, you guys just need to hit.
Also, it's mandatory in any of my D&D campaigns, a high-ish AC target that gets brought low to like 5 or 6 HP and doesn't die for like 2 turns. It's mandatory. But yeah, the Ash Knight has been defeated.
Does it explode in a big puff of ash?
No, because it was lightning, it just became a little small kind of
It turned into
glass
ash.
ball and just
Turned into
shattered.
glass. I glassed it.
I'm gonna
Nice.
use
Alright.
Nice work,
that thing
team.
to just fix up my robes and clean myself
Yep.
up as well with some other characters.
Sure.
Avenir, stand still for a moment, let me touch you.
What?
So what was that?
That's
And I
my
touch-
phone.
I-
We've
and I
not
touch
known
you
each other
for-
that long.
Let me touch you, I have magic hands.
I've heard that before.
You suddenly feel
It never
weird
goes
tingle
well.
in your loins as you recover.
Fucking hell.
His loins. You touch
How much
his
HP?
loins.
How much HP are you missing?
His little-
If my maximum is 30, it's plus 5, then
touch
10.
him. Touch him
10.
right in his little.
10. I'm just
elfin
You're getting
pork
5.
loin. His little
I was
elfin
good
pork
enough.
loin.
There, wasn't so bad. Just let me touch you next time.
Was it good for you?
Was it as good for you as it was for me, my dear friend? I think we share a special bond now.
Anyway.
Don't call me if you get pregnant.
No!
Alright, so
So, clearly, there's something here if there's a fucking guardian, right?
I feel like the Guardian was what remained and everything else just gone.
Yeah, but that increases, like, suspicion. Why the fuck would you leave something here if nothing's there to, like, left?
Did all of the ash become the guardian, or is there more ash? behind?
yes. And all the entirety of the ash around the town, the cellar became.
Has that revealed anything?
No. Well, this painting you see a small kind of magical circle where the night coalesced. So you could guess that's where the night actually, that was kind of the quote-unquote spawn point of the night. But nothing more than that.
So I guess we just open a book now.
Take a look inside a book.
Surely nothing better will happen when you open
A reading
book that is
rainbow.
potentially locked by a security mechanism like an Ash Guardian.
Well,
Anyway, go ahead, Avenir. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't do it.
Did you know LeVar Burton had to shave his mustache for that because he was too sexy for TV?
LeVar Burton?
Yeah, he was the Reading Rainbow guy. He had to shave his mustache because he was too hot for TV.
Huh.
Anyway, don't mind me. I will just keep my sword out for no particular reason. I just really like holding it.
I reach up to hold Aurethi's hand because she's my favorite.
Keep saying that.
Nothing bad is going to happen. I doubt it's actually got any magic protection.
See, I think that might be tempting fate a little too much.
I mean, it has him as protection, does it not? I will say that Avenir counts as magic protection. You did have protection, right, Avenir? You know when I touched you?
Veneer gives usually this sort of bombastic side eye for a second, and then uses one of their clawed rings to slice open the wrapped package. And
Yeah, you slice up the wrapped package, and inside the package there are two things actually. What you thought was a book is actually some kind of wooden box. Somewhat carved, not too intricately, but slightly carved. And on top of that, which you nearly slashed in half, but were careful enough not to, is what looks like a sealed letter.
Arthur, if you could you just make my ringer a little bit hotter for a second?
What?
The claw of my ring, so I can take off the wax seal without breaking it. Actually, I'll hold up.
I would allow it with. If you want to, I would allow it with an Arcana check if you wish.
Have prestidigitation?
Oh, prestidigitation. I would say you can warm something.
Warm it.
So
yeah, it'll be a knife. Sorry, that's a flatter edge.
Just to
and I'll
make
use
it
that
soft.
to pop off the fucking the thing, but that to make sure it's not brittle, basically.
Yep, certainly. You easily pop it open, and inside there is writing.
Quickly before you get to the writing, what does the seal look like?
It's just a simple seal, like nothing.
Was it the three sickles of the? Oh, wait, no, the book.
It's not.
Have three sickles.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just blank. There is no sigil on it.
Okay, like a generic flower or something. Like it's.
No, it's just like it was just a flat press.
Oh,
Yes.
right. I didn't need to take all that care. Damn. Anyways, please describe what's within.
Okay, so within the letter reads as follows. To Hollow Quill. If you're reading this, then I'm either dead or have gone so deep into hiding that I might as well be. I have no illusions about my chances. Perhaps I make it out of Rivamar alive, perhaps not. Either way, you must assume the worst and act accordingly. The Veil Piercers in Rivamar are no more. The Imperial Police came down on us like a hammer. They knew where to strike, how to corner us before we even had the chance to flee. I do not know who betrayed us, if anyone did at all. Perhaps the Empire simply goes sharper while we dull ourselves on false hopes. What I do know is this. Jareth was cut down before the doors were even breached. Mother Kestrel fought harder than any of us, but I heard her screams as the torches were lit. Tassar, Yelwyn, and Redcap, I did not see their fates, but I do not think they were spared. I ran. I will not call it bravery, nor will I call it cowardice. Someone had to carry the message forward. Someone had to ensure the last ember of our branch was not snuffed out entirely. The temper now rests with you. Burn everything. Every letter, every cipher, every whisper of your old life. The Inquisitors will come. They will drag with Marsalis for those who might have hated us, and they will pry confessions from broken bodies if they must. If you value your life, disappear. Change your name, your face, your gait if you can. Do not think yourself too small to matter. There is one final task you must complete before you vanish. The package affixed to this letter is not to be opened, not to be touched for longer than necessary. You must deliver it to a man known as Slave King or King in Chains. He is somewhere in the fighting pits of Solakar. Ask the right questions and you will find him. He will know what to do with it. This artifact is older than the Empire itself, older than the bones it was built upon. We did not fully understand its power before the raid, but I know this. If Lady Vespera had claimed it, we would all have suffered for it. We failed to unmask her as the fraud she is, and now we will never get another chance. But perhaps the King in Chains can do what we could not. Perhaps he could use it against them. Once the delivery is made, find Shade. Shade with a capital S. The Empire will not stop with Rivamar. This is only the beginning. They will tighten the noose around every branch, flush us out before we can regroup. Silverwatch is no longer safe. Shade must decide whether to hold ground or fade before the storm arrives. Either way, they must not be caught unprepared. This may be the last time I write to you, old friend. I only hope that, if we ever meet again, It is in a world that has begun to shake free of its chains. If I do not make it, then drink a glass of amber wine in my name, and curse the Empire with every breath you have left. Signed, Ashcloak.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
well, this has
what's the
question
gang called
marks
again?
written all over it.
The gang were the Veil Piercers.
Veil Piercers.
Well, it seems like we had a letter with a warning for someone, and we were a bit too late. That is a bit unfortunate,
I
isn't
should
it?
put this on the floor for a second. 'cause I
King
don't want
in
to pull
chains
it.
and the slave pits of Sidakar.
Yeah, Solakar.
Solar.
You know, it is
uh,
quite convenient that I didn't listen the last 2 minutes and I cannot read. Anyway, should we go and get some food? Or some
Where's Sorka?
Solakar is somewhere here in the south. Whenever I find it, I will put it out to you. It's the sun right here, on the other side of the desert.
Solakar.
It's so far, just... Jesus.
Oh, I spelled it right. It's an artifact capable of owing throne to the Empress. If I heard that right.
Can we
Of
get
at least-
it again?
It's an artifact. They do not know what it does, but they do know it's powerful enough that if it comes in the wrong hands, it's a big problem.
It does.
Here is the letter. If you want to have it under, I copied because I figured out it would be better if you had it.
Gotcha.
Yay.
And you become of service. Here you go.
Can you
I even
go
highlighted.
back
I even
haul up? Well, okay. Anyways,
not a Castrel, red cap.
Did you highlight the town? Sorry, the Solakar?
Solakar is
Oh, there,
right
I found it.
here.
That took me a while. So we have to get past the Great Death over through the mountains.
Go
Oh,
through
we
the
just
highlands.
take it to
of the mountains.
ourselves.
Or that you didn't see. You haven't seen it yet.
We don't exactly know what this thing is yet, and from a cursory perspective, this doesn't look like I can just open it, right?
No, you can. You can. It's not locked in, and doesn't look like it's locked in any way.
Where's
Don't let them make it sound like it is something dangerous. Are you sure you
It's
want to do
heavily
this?
indicated that this is a cursed object, right?
No, just powerful. They don't know what it does.
Just powerful and stable, maybe.
So the way the letter was phrased, is the box itself like the thing that they should like not hold for very long, or the thing within?
The thing within it, like.
Well, Aurethi, if you all want to not look at this and remain not culpable for whatever we're about to
Honestly, at
witness,
this point, I feel like this is fate. We're supposed to be doing this. This is a wild thing to find.
well, I'm going to open it up. So whoever doesn't want to see it, you can
mean-
turn away and go upstairs.
If you're concerned
Maybe I'll
about the
do
way
it.
that Empire treats people around here, overthrowing the Empress, that's certainly a way to fix that.
By the way, to be clear, Hibiki, I am not touching what's inside. I'm opening the box, looking at what it
I-
is, and then closing it again.
Are you doing it with a screwdriver?
No,
Yay!
I'm using my knife.
Okay, so even more than just perfect.
Car?
Yeah, as you stick your knife kind of in the box and
Very gingerly.
Slightly.
I'm just using it to like slowly lift open the cover.
you see a
Alrighty.
light bluish light coming from inside.
I peek over your shoulder, which is very inconvenient because you're significantly taller than me. I peek
Please
under
don't
your
let this be
shoulder.
a mortal soul. Please don't let this be a mortal soul.
I am also.
Ooh,
No, it's a demon core. It's a demon core. What do you mean?
Oh no!
Cut to
We all have radiation poisoning.
in the
Kuffah, it glows blue like moonlight. Maybe this is something for you.
Ooh. I motioned to Nier to drop it so I can see it.
I pull over a crate so you can jump up, so we're all at the same eye level.
Nice.
Okay, so are you still opening just a bit, or are you opening
I'm
it? fully now?
opening it. I'm just not going to touch it.
Yeah, you open it completely with a knife. In the middle sits what looks like around a 20-centimeter kind of. It has padding all around it. Looks like some kind of 20-centimeter crystal emitting this blue, dull, light blue light with some kind of gears and mechanisms around it emitting a very, 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 very faint hum. So faint that, like, until you opened it, you didn't even hear it. And you see some gears, brass, and some, like, obsidian as they are a bit turning on their own, moving on their own.
Some kind of clock?
No. I kind of want to touch it, and Alena 100% would. Are people okay?
If you try, Nier will smack your hand. Like, without even looking, just smack your hand.
You can't smack my hand. You're holding it with one hand and opening it with the other. I
Kuffah.
just
No, the knife that's holding the thing can, like, nudge, like, bash your hand away. You know?
Kuffah,
I
make
just instinctively
me a wisdom save, Kuffah.
Oh,
I'm good at those.
Kufa's about to be possessed by the artifact.
The artifact.
Ah, and don't worry, you got a cow?
13.
That's like a monkey to me.
Ouch.
It is different on every single one, which is the most annoying
So-
part. It's not consistent.
You look at it, and
Grab it.
almost everything around you fades away. As you look at it, you just concentrated on that crystal. You feel something familiar.
I'm still reaching out for the crystal. While Kuffah plops over.
And
Aurethi,
just
could you
only
smack her
only
hand?
in your eyes, the crystal turns red. And you see one singular eye open in the middle of it, and then you snap out of it because you slightly succeeded.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to let you down empty-handed.
So this is bad vibes, right?
I don't know. You tell me. It had something familiar though to you.
This is alive, and it feels familiar, and not in a good way. The things that feel familiar to me are from the Underdark, and that's very bad. Aberration. Aberration is aberrative.
All very interesting. Aurethi, please smack her hand for me.
I'm there, I'm like holding my hand out and like, wait, this is something bad.
Yeah, so where I'm from, there's these horrible things from faraway places where nightmares live. That thing just grew an eyeball and looked at me briefly.
Nobody of you saw anything like that. For you, the crystal just did nothing.
It
So
is just a
pulsating
crystal?
blue.
Listen, I know my
How
shit.
bad can it? How
Not
bad can it
seek to
be?
doubt you, but I didn't see that at myself, and I'm quite perceptive.
I don't think this was a perception thing. I felt it in my brain and in my bones. I felt it in here.
I mean,
I think that
Until we can
I
identify
bet you
what's
should probably
this.
close it. Yes.
My left hand is still hovering like very close to the thing, just inching closer slightly.
Aurethi, please.
Just close the box.
Put it back on.
I put the lid
I-
back on, but
At the same time, I want Mia to touch it, and I don't want Mia to touch it. It's
I mean, you can make
Yeah, you are-
an initiative contest between the two of them. See who moves
I'd
faster.
rather not.
just. I don't know.
is this
I
how
really
you
like-
want to?
I really, Alena 100% is the kind of person who would touch it.
Kufa's freaked out
100%.
because she doesn't like being reminded of the Underdark.
If she wants to touch it, perhaps we just leave the room in case it explodes.
Just close the box.
I just want to make sure no evil is afoot.
Just
I would
close the box.
But and I'm gonna keep it on my person.
But I want to touch it.
Okay, so
maybe let's box.
Avenir is keeping it on their person,
I'm gonna
right?
tie just as an added layer of security. I'm assuming that there's some kind of latch or something to keep it closed.
Yeah, there is a small latch.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a large jewelry box. That's the term I
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
gonna just
getting.
wrap a simple like leather strap around it just as an added layer of security.
Yeah.
So it's
What you do see, Kuffah, now that you look at it a bit closer, on the box itself, you see 3 figures. 4 figures, actually. 3 figures battling another one. you see a figure that looks. It's very stylized if you think about like Greco-Roman paintings. So you see a clearly male figure holding a spear, a clearly female figure holding a bow, and then in the middle holding a sword and a shield, some kind of like almost non-binary, like androgynous looking person. Generally, you wouldn't discern exactly from the drawing. And battling them is this other figure that appears generally androgynous, very much taller, holding a you see a sickle and a scepter, and the scepter, the top of the scepter has something that looks like an eye on top of it. If you think of it, like it's very much reminiscent of like Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus battling Kronos, like those paintings. It's kind of in that style, but it's an engraving on top. Not very intricate, for sure ancient. Like that's ancient, like that's stuff that you would find in ancient ruins. Something sometimes even in the Underdark, something that kind of fell into the Underdark.
So the three figures, there's a male with a spear.
Male with a spear, a female with a bow, and an androgynous with a sword and shield. And the female-ish figure that you see is very similar to your pendant.
Mm-hmm. I figured that, yeah. So I will communicate this everyone. I'll say, so we kind of missed this inscription. That looks like the eye that I saw on that scepter, which means with the sickle, maybe that's what Lady Vespera's deal is, since her symbol is a sickle. If she's trying to get this old ancient evil thing back, it looks like it's those three figures that stopped last time, and that one looks a lot like my pendant. She produces her holy symbol. She says, if that's the moon god, then the other two must be other gods, right?
There's three of them.
What do we know about the pantheon? Do we know of a male god with a spear and a female god with a bow? Is this
you?
Apollo
Okay, so
Artemis?
in the Apollo Artemis. No, okay, so in regarding to the gods of Lyria, you do not know of any gods fitting that description or that myth. As far as you know about the moon gods, the moons itself, they are considered to be the pretty much places where the gods reside.
Maybe they're
So
representations of the moons then, since there's four moons, isn't there? 3 moons.
There is 3 moons.
3 moons.
Well, there is 3 moons. 3 moons normally, plus the Chaos Moon, which is a 4th.
I think Chaos Moon
3 moons
is
for
down.
the Chaos Moon.
Maybe instead of moons, these are, or maybe instead of gods, these are the moons. If the Chaos Moon is the eyeball one with a scepter, then maybe the other 3 are the other moons. Because this one's definitely my moon.
Then maybe you should touch it instead of me.
I'm not touching it. If it's the Chaos Moon, I don't want to bring chaos.
If you don't want to touch it, I'm going to touch it.
No, don't touch it.
Someone's going to.
You're
Someone's
going to bring
going to
about the
touch
end
it.
of the world.
Why does somebody have to touch it?
This is a simple thing. It is like a weird glowing artifact.
With
That
that
looks
evil
like a
eyeball in
Why
it.
does anybody have to touch
Only
it?
you saw that, to be fair.
I am blessed of the god of the moon. I'm special.
Well, let's see if we can make
I
that
am the
make-
chosen of the goddess of hope. I'm special. This is like the party of main characters in a story.
Why
We are all special.
why does anyone need to touch it? Why can't we just leave it in the box?
Main
It's
character,
in
you're
the
going to
box.
answer it best.
I
It would be a
step
shame.
around this, and I'm going to be
It
keeping an
would-
eye on it. Now,
it
if
would
you'd
be a
like
shame
make
not to
our
touch
exit
it.
from this premises, I'd like
I
to
mean,
avoid
you know what the proper thing would be? Dispose of it. Make sure no one has it. If it's such a bad evil thing.
We can't
Alternatively, you
dispose
can
of
let me
it.
touch it.
It represents too great of an opportunity. We cannot get rid of it.
What kind of opportunity? Seems like a very
An
personal.
opportunity to bring down anyone that would ever stand against us.
Also, if we just put it in
If-
a hole somewhere, it's definitely going to get picked
If
up by
we-
somebody.
You know,
If we
Aurethi,
don't
that
know
sounds like the kind
how
of
to
thing a
use-
mad ruler would say.
I'm not a mad ruler. I want to see the end of all oppressive systems on this continent.
So you want the power to bring down anyone who would oppose you? Which is the thing that a mad ruler does.
Okay, so this isn't a very productive.
If we don't know how to use a tool, we're just as likely to hurt ourselves as we are to use it properly.
Exactly, so we need to figure out how it works, so you should let me touch it. And then we can learn from experience.
Maybe this conversation is best.
Touch it, we'll all stand outside this basement. I'll leave an echo in here so I can observe what happens.
Perhaps this test is better done in the woods, far away from civilization.
I do not want to spark an incident within a populated center. Arthur is very correct.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It explodes and kill me?
No, the worst thing
I've
happens
had
is
worse.
you
The worst
sickle.
thing-
And then we
that
have to deal with the
happens-
consequences. I think
It
the most
kills
productive
an
thing,
entire
which Arthur's
population.
been trying to do this entire time, is make our leave and make our move from there. Does that sound sensible to everyone?
Right.
Sure.
Yes, let's leave.
Now,
I'm gonna roll a wisdom's check right now. What do you think the DC would be? This is gonna be. I'm afraid of this box, but also I think I'm the only one that should hold the box because
Give me more than wisdom. More than wisdom, I'd say it's fear. I think it's more of charisma.
Charisma saving throw.
No, yeah. Give me a charisma. Let's say
I feel like
how much? Like on a scale of
I'm
of 1
very
to 10.
scared of this, but
How
I
much?
am willing to jump on the grenade, so to speak, to save you guys in the realm. So I'm going to say
Let's put it-
DC 15, medium difficulty.
15? Sure, yeah.
It's a cat.
Fish.
You are afraid of it.
I don't
You
wanna-
are
I
afraid
don't
of
wanna
it.
touch it. So I'll let Nier keep it for now.
yeah, I tuck it
let's-
into my formless robe.
Let's head out of
Okay.
town, and then we can do whatever experiments this one wants to do to it.
Yes. Let's hurry, post haste. Adventure is afoot. And adventure can't start if you just sit around not doing anything.
Should
Okay.
we...
Okay.
Guilt, isn't she?
Would you want to do anything else in Crescencia before leaving?
I'm gonna
I mean,
find a shop that sells pearls and buy a pearl for Arthur with the party funds.
Sure. You can easily do that. That's going to be 1,000 silver. Also, Crescencia is one of the biggest cities kind of in this region, so it has everything that you would like to. Magic shops,
Check the job.
libraries.
I mean,
It
I
has
would be interested in... We had a note. I don't know where my notes went. There was a spell that you guys wanted me to look into. One moment. Let me find my...
Additionally, while you look for that...
flips
do you
through
wanna
his
look for
notes.
work?
Hmm?
Do we want to look for work? Like, to get
Yes.
more income?
We can do that after we figure out what this thing is.
We got to get over.
We'll be
Solo.
back before nightfall.
I did not write down which spell you guys wanted me to learn, so unfortunately, whatever that was, it's not happening.
Okay. So,
I mean, I would love to get some research in on things that I'd like to do, but I suppose we can do our little thing first.
okay. So, what? Are you? What? So you get the pearl that you can
Yeah.
easily find a jeweler, buy a pearl. No big deal. So right now, Arthur, you do have the pearl.
Yay! I have a pearl.
If during the day you want to identify stuff, I'll let you do it right now. It's kind of that downtime moment.
Yeah, I will
Quote unquote.
identify the twin swords.
Okay. By casting Identify, it's 2 + 1 scimitars. But they have a curse.
Ah. They all fight against
The
each other.
curse of the bickering brothers is that they don't like to be next to each other. The bonus only applies, the +1 bonus only applies if the swords are wielded 15 feet away from each other.
So it's not two people.
That's
Or it's not one person holds two. It's two people hold
Yeah.
one
We
each.
do have
Unless
an
they
Echo
have
Knight.
very long arms.
We do have an Echo Knight though.
And
That's what we like.
if the bonus is not respected. Like if the distance is not respected, the swords lose the bonus and instead gain disadvantage on all attacks. Because they're the bickering brothers. The sword themselves, they're very, very pretty. They have like on the outside they don't look like much, but as you pull the blade out, you see a carving on the metal of the blade on each one of them of two identical twin men who are kind of looking angrily at one another if you hold the swords in your two hands. They always seem to, even if you switch places for the swords, they always seem to look at each other and angrily.
I love these. I love these.
So the party now possesses the bickering brothers. So I'll add it to the stuff there.
I love the idea that these swords are sold separately to two completely different people, and then
one day they
have +1s, and then suddenly the swords are shit.
Mm-hmm.
We could just sell these as two different +1 scimitars in two different places.
Don't they only work?
That's why we could just do that our story ourselves.
Is it 15 feet or more, or only 15 feet from each other?
No, 15 feet or more.
Oh,
They need to be at least at like more than 15 feet. More than.
And there's no
So
stipulation that
15
they have
feet
to
or
be
less
within a
is.
certain- And there's no stipulation that they have to be within a certain distance of one another.
No. They just need to be wielded separately. And just imagine like this two guys just do
But
that and then they meet in duel.
They can be wielded by two different people.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we're heading out of town.
Back
just
into the city after we've done whatever we're doing with this artifact.
Just like 30 minutes into the woods, and then we'll be back.
I try to identify the thing. I have the spell now.
That requires you to touch it.
Identify it.
No, I don't. The way that identify works is you lay out a ritual circle around it, and it works.
Just across 10 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, so if you have to touch it, that would bypass the point of identify because you can get curses by touching things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
It literally does say in the first line, you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
Oh, then not, I guess.
Never mind. I can't read.
Oh, yeah. I never realized that.
So I can touch it, and if I'm fine, then you can touch it.
I swear to God, I'm going to murder this. There's ASMR.
All right, so you get out in the woods.
I would like
how are
to see you try.
I said that out of character. I didn't do the voice.
I'd like to see you try for sure, Mia.
Yeah, I know,
I'd
right?
love to see you touch it. You know me. All right, so how are you doing it,
I'm
everybody?
gonna bless Arthur while they cast, or while he casts identify, so that.
I think they don't cast identify on the thing because they
But
want to.
we're waiting for somebody else to touch it first,
I
because if
think
there's
the
a
plan is
curse
that
on it,
Alena touches it, and if Alena doesn't suddenly explode in a glorious mist of blood, then
Yeah,
this
I
would
think-
trigger
Are those gonna
identification.
I'll make a bless guidance. I'll do guidance instead.
I also had kind of tree. The echo will watch, and
Kinky.
if nothing bad happens, then we're fine.
Okay.
Who's
How
touching it?
far away are you standing from it? Mia.
I think the owl
60.
should walk at least 100 feet or more away from it. I feel like 100
Yeah.
feet.
120 feet is my spell range in case I have to do anything, so.
Also,
Yeah.
knowing Hibiki, this will be some fucked up mental shit or nothing.
Yep.
One of the two. I'm guessing fucked up.
Right.
Be guided.
So,
I'm 30 feet
I would
away
like to first.
because I
get
need
down
to-
on my knees.
I cast guidance and then run away 30 feet.
Woohoo.
Or no, 25 feet.
I'm gonna
so
get down on my knees and do a short prayer to Lady Hope,
okay.
No, it is 30.
hoping that my curiosity will be rewarded. And then specifically with my left hand, because A, I'm left-handed, and B, that is where I have the little sign from a goddess there, from when I got my oath. I would like to reach out to the little thing in the box and just pick it up out of the box. And surely nothing
so-
bad will happen.
As you lay your hand on the item. First thing that happens, you feel a brutal pain in your left arm as a series of blood vessels on your hand and forearm explode outwards.
Oh, God.
You lose 5 points of permanent HP.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Then, Alena, what's the first place you think about? The first place that comes to your mind? Please.
A deep dark abyss with nothing where it feels like you're suffocating from an endless pressure, trying to crush you.
So you want
Place in the world. Place in the world.
Oh, place in the world, no fucking clue.
Place in the
I
world.
don't remember anything.
First thing that comes to your mind.
Probably Vineway, right? That's where your kitty came from.
Probably my way.
Literally.
Either that or
Oh yeah.
or Rivermore. Or I'm sorry, Crescentia.
Crescentia would also be thematically
First-
appropriate.
How do you mean in the first place it comes to mind? Like, how do you mean it with first place?
The first place you think of when
Just-
you experience excruciating pains, and where that feels
If you
home.
if you think about a place that, and you are at the same time your arm is literally exploding outwards, blood and guts and everything.
What did you do,
A certain place where I fought 2 soldiers in the past.
Okay, so your village.
Ah,
Yes.
she thinks of hope.
Where would it be actually? Would you point
I
it
don't
out? for
know,
me?
you tell
the
me.
General. Let's say it's. So, I would say
I
it's most
literally-
probably
I
on the,
literally
somewhere
told
around the
you.
granary.
Nope. I literally told you.
Let's say it's in this. Let's say it's in this area around here. All right, general area around there.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah. I'd say it's somewhere around the. I would say it's at the border of the between the 2 bickering sisters, because yeah, actually the the lime green and the brown are sisters that didn't like to share that much. So for everybody, for a mile around where you stand, Mia, everything goes completely silent. 10 seconds of complete silence. If you try to talk, scream, do whatever, nothing happens. If anybody of you looks up in the sky, all of the eyes of the Chaos Moon that are facing towards Alena center on her position.
We definitely touched
Chaos
the do
Moon's
not
out?
touch button.
I thought the chaos would have.
It is still out. It is still out. It's
Okay.
always out. It's kind
Okay.
of a celestial body. It's kind of, as
It's
if
not
the
that
moon was
funny,
very
man,
close.
just it made the chaos moon is back and it's looking at you.
No, but the Chaos Moon is looking at you,
Yeah.
and then all of the eyes shift. Some of them kind of roll back in, kind of almost looking through the moon itself, and look somewhere to the northeast of where you are.
Northeast. Northeast as in...
In the direction of your home village. Yes.
Uh-oh. I don't
And
know
then
the
you-
people anymore, it's fine.
After 10 seconds, you hear this rumble that kind of is the first thing that comes to your senses. Now it's like 2 or 3 seconds of this deep rumble, and then it stops. Your hand, Mia, recoils automatically from the pain.
Oh.
So I think it's...
And it's a mess. It's a mess. It's all full of like slashes, holes, and blood is everywhere.
So you summon the Death Star laser.
Not quite, but yeah, similar. Something along those lines.
Oh boy.
Hey guys, I don't think you start committing war crimes in the 5th session of the game.
You just
Well, yes, you
nuked
did.
somewhere.
Whoops.
I did, to be honest. I'm just waiting which ones you will commit during
I
this
guess
campaign.
after that happens, we'll rush back, see what has happened with Alena.
Yeah, I'm there, just shaking my left hand, just blood flying off the whole time. And that was slightly unpleasant.
But I didn't try to identify that.
Maybe you don't want to. You think this is going to go back to normal? And I look at my slightly mangled arm.
That looks like a certain level of necrosis that's Yeah, that's just gonna be how your arm is from now on.
She looks weirdly unbothered by it. I thought of a place that I just vaguely remember from my childhood. I feel like this did something with that. Because if
to
I
be
saw
clear,
it right, everything looked towards it. Which I think is a bad thing.
Did we see the
what?
chaos moon? By the way,
You did. If you looked up in the sky, you did see everything that happened.
so the chaos moon moved its eyes, something that rarely ever happens, if only twitching my minuscule fractions of a degree. It looked at you and then looked in the distance. That's not normal.
I told you, bad vibes off of that thing.
And if you look at it again, now the case moon is back as always, so kind of eyes looking pretty much everywhere,
Sounds right.
not focusing on anything.
That fucker is the figure is the chaos moon, which means the other three are the other moons. This is bad. The chaos moon's bad.
Yeah,
Let's keep this in the box.
I think the Chaos Moon might have looked towards Heyrich. It is where my goddess met me the first time.
Where's that?
Oh, it's like not from here, close to the Everlat Gulf. Everlar. Pardon.
RLR, yes. I'll say it's. Let's put an X where it is. Let's say it's somewhere like here, in this house.
Right. Yeah, like close to Threshfield then, I guess. That seems
Alright.
reasonable.
It's a village. It's not a town.
It's like a little village that's not big enough to have a name.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
something happened there, and now we need to find out what that is.
I can go back where I met my goddess.
That'd be out of our way.
What the
We're trying
choice
to
you
get a
patient?
soda card to give this thing off to somebody that's more qualified than we are.
I think we are plenty qualified.
Depending on what's happened there, this could be
Yeah.
the nuclear option.
What the fuck is nuclear?
What the fuck is nuclear?
Is it when your arm
That
explodes
is-
outwards?
So you know so in Middle Earth they don't have days of the week. It's just they don't have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But Tolkien uses those days anyway, just because it's easier.
Because it's translated for Western.
Okay, so are we just gonna
Yeah.
say narratively you said some kind of in-universe equivalent of the
Yes.
nuclear option?
And it's
Okay, fine.
if I ever said Herculean, it's in universe. It's some
Yeah.
equivalent phrase.
No, actually, no, it's fine, Abby. It's not your fault for saying Herculean. It was Hibbiki's.
I don't think
Exactly.
I can properly permanently reduce my HP.
You can.
I
let
can
me
put
look
minus
into it.
5 temp
Yeah, you
HP
can.
in, but because someone casts 8 every morning, I cannot do
No, you can do a overall bonus on top. If
Oh,
you go
there,
into
Yeah,
the
do a
HP.
negative.
Oh, minus 5.
Just
My
minus
already
5.
squishy character is even squishier. I have 23 max HP as a fucking paladin frontline tank.
Oof.
You also gain a spell, Mia.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is totally worth it. Can I touch it again?
Yeah.
It's a 5th level spell.
One
That I
cast
cannot
and
cast, right? Or can I
It's
cast
called.
it?
It's called Antimatter Surge.
Ooh,
Fun.
Chronergy.
It is a. It's Quantumurgy.
No,
It's
sorry,
a.
Quanturgy. Quanturgy. We
It's
really are just
a-
like that now.
It's a custom spell.
Okay.
School of spells from Yorvings. Now, what it does, it creates a 60-foot cone, and every creature inside that cone must make a con save or take 7d8 force damage.
Fun.
And if somebody fails the save, they also are stunned and annihilated if they go to 0 HP.
Fun.
Now, the caveat, you can cast it once per day, but
You are also inside that
every
cone.
cast that you do, you will lose 10 points of permanent health.
Ooh.
See, you do it once per level up.
I don't gain 10. I don't get 10 HP per level up. Can you add that skill to my thing?
I
Because don't know
will
where
add it to
happen.
your spell. I will add it to your spell
Thank
list. But yeah,
Hey, I am
This
a
is-
paladin with the 5th
Hey.
level spell. I'm basically level 17. Fuck y'all.
when you
Great
get to
Shut up, boy.
Mia fucked around and found out.
I see this as an absolute win. I don't know what you're on about.
Where is?
I wouldn't even limit it to once per day. Like if just firing off those turn after turn for the even with the
To be honest,
dance would be sick.
Lady Vespera is seated in Rivamar. Could just solve this whole problem right now. Somebody else touch it.
What was that?
Lady Vespera is in Rivamar.
We don't exactly know what it does, though. We don't know if it. We assume it's destructive, but we don't know. There likely be some news.
Maybe they all got Teslers.
They could all become star spawns, and so there's just a bunch of aberrations up there now.
There'll be some news coming down here in a month about what happened there, but that seems like a while.
Yeah. I think we should just leave it, because it's probably going to be bad, and I don't want to put you through that, Lady Alena. I think we should just head down to Solarcar, give this to somebody who's more qualified than us, like I said, and leave it the fuck alone.
I feel like we should
And
figure
here
out
you
what
go,
we
Mia.
actually did. Thank you.
I don't feel comfortable giving this to them now, given that we.
Yeah, this was exactly to the right person. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
You will
wouldn't
die,
mind
Cass. You will
traveling. I wouldn't mind
Why
traveling
do
to
I think-
Solarcat just to figure out what it does from this King in Chains. I assume he knows more about it, but also traveling north to find the sites where it's affected is also a good plan.
Well, I guess, are there any big ports up there? We could try to
Big,
ship once we're up
the
there.
closer. So the biggest port close to there would be like relatively big as Luzvala. If you want just like a major port, probably Marisol up here.
We just need to get a boat that will take us down to Solarcat.
That's quite a ways. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We should go to a big port to get a charter a proper ship. So maybe we hike our way up to Marisol and then stop at by Hayridge on the way.
Yeah. That's also a very long way. I think, like,
Unless
I don't know.
Yeah.
Take to get to Marisol first, and then we can get to.
It's 20
Next
days,
place.
about a month.
It's about a month and a half to get.
right now.
I just
No.
want to read it again.
It's about
3
2.5
months.
months.
Or 2.5 months.
Also,
Yeah.
that's a lot of food that we need money for.
We have a
Oh, you
druid
need
with
food?
us. We don't need to. We have good berries.
Do you not have enough food on you?
Oh, true.
You'll be eating good berries. You'll be sick of them every like.
I
Yeah.
still have a bit of leftover rations.
Unless any of us can teleport.
I
This
think.
is our best bet.
Yeah, like the thing is that ties up a lot of our time. Just
I have 10 rations. I'm good.
I guess-
I can share.
Could we maybe take if we take a barge from, we could walk back to Vineway, take a barge up to Rivermar, and then charter a proper ship, head up that
I
way?
don't think we want to take it anywhere near Rivermere.
All right,
Based on that letter, it will be swarming with
Yeah,
Inquisitors.
that's a good point, actually.
Also, how far in like kilometers and whatnot would you be from the city? Or miles?
I think I said we'd travel 30 minutes, so we'd be
So it's-
we'd be more than a mile.
Yeah. So the city didn't feel this silence thing. Fortunately enough for you.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
been really fun. Oh, yeah, I touched the artifact. Oh, which place do you think first? Oh, maybe the town I'm in. Precisely.
This is a point. If we don't really care about seeing the impact site, we could travel through the desert on our way to Solarcar and see if we can make contact with any of the desert tribes.
Do we know?
This is a risk. I'll tell you, like,
Yeah, that's dead.
it's called the Great Death.
For
It's
Yeah,
what's
okay.
How the fuck is it called? Kalahari, the one that theoretically like almost nothing lives on
Yeah.
in the means of. Yeah, it's pretty much it was sea, so it's not even it's salt. The Great
Okay.
Death is salt mainly. So pretty much because all of this up to the mountains was one sea, like a lot of time ago, and so it's a big salty plain.
Got it. Never
You do know
mind then.
of probably existing oases, or one at least, the big nomadic city that exists. But it's doable. There are people who have done it, legendary travelers and some stuff like that. but it is a long way.
What do we know about the
Got it. Never mind then.
the desert tribes' relationship to the Chaos Moon? Is there any relationship there?
Not a lot, mainly because they are very secretive. They are very, very their own kind of society, very much away from the Empire. The only place that you would know that there is some kind of interchange in like knowledge would be probably the School of the Wastes, which is right here to the west, which is kind of a almost hybrid place of meeting between the desert tribes and the
So we
and
wouldn't
some
know
of
if they
the.
had a Messiah prophecy about somebody carrying the crystal of the Chaos Moon who walks with their ways. And
No, you would know they have a prophecy of a messiah, of a desert king or queen or monarch generally. You do not know the exact like kind of nitpicks of it. You are in a town with a shit ton of libraries. So
Yeah, we should
there is
probably
that.
just do some research. I think for the rest of the day, we should probably check the Adventurers Guild, see if there's any jobs that take us north, and then we can go to that guy's trial.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to see a guy die.
Okay.
My concern is all of the fast ways out of here will take us through Rivamar. We're either gonna walk a fuck long ways through between the rivers, or we gotta like take a boat past Rivamar.
We could
So
we could go to Agravara, cross the mountains, and then take a barge down the river to the ocean, and then get a boat.
well, the thing is, if we go to
Kind of
Agravaru,
around
we take a barge and
Rivamar?
get past the Rivamar. Rivamar is the
I mean, we cross the mountains and go and they set in that other river
Oh.
So
system.
on foot, pretty much on foot.
Yeah.
This on foot and then take a barge.
to like a Tarl
Yeah.
Yes.
or Verdamont.
You will be facing the
yeah,
next
I don't know.
next Ivory Tower, but yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
They've been inactive for a while, as long as much as you know.
Yeah, I feel like Agravaru over the mountains, and then I guess we fight fucking storm giants or whatever the fuck's up there.
All right, we'll start heading back to town then. Either way.
Through Caradras,
I'm gonna
you
just
will
quickly
be
feed my cats. Just
you will be taking the secret way through Caradras.
That is a great idea, Joseph. After this ordeal, I'm gonna get out a bit of dried meat and gonna feed Sir Boss a lot.
Yep, easy. You can do it, no problem at all. So you get back into town. What would you like to do? I'll go in order from Discord. So, Spence.
Temple's in Crescentia, right? There's temples here, right?
Yeah, there is.
Any specifically dedicated?
Pretty much there is the temple of almost every god
Okay.
of the pantheon.
Now, if I remember correctly, we don't have moon gods in Lyria. So the fact that I have a moon god is weird.
You have a night goddess.
Yeah.
There is a mistress of the night.
Not one
There is a
specifically
star
dedicated.
goddess. To the moon itself, no, because it's either the only ones are the Feathered Council that have a couple of like sky based, and the Nocturna is somewhat affiliated with the moon because it's the Lady of the Night.
So I guess
Because then the Grove, it's mainly gods of like harvest gods, hut keepers, river maidens, kind of that kind of thing. While those who are reflected are more so stuff like the timekeeper, the shapeless one, kind of everything that is more of that creeps in the dark of people's minds. Let's say it like this.
okay.
The Argos are incredibly incomplete. They don't even have my lady listed as one of the gods that I recognized.
Yeah. But I was going to look
Yeah.
for a Temple of Nocturna
Alright.
then. Just try to learn anything more about the moon. See if they have any knowledge of the moon.
and then I got hummus, and then I was happy.
Okay, give me an investigation check. It's not gonna be difficult. It's just if you can find something very interesting about it.
I'm back. What's happening?
Nothing much yet.
Kuffah is going to a Temple of Nocturna, the goddess of night, to see if she can figure out any more lore about the moons. Because in Lyria, we don't know. The moons aren't really deities, so it is weird that I have a moon deity. It is weird that the moons are represented on the box as fighting each other. So
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, didn't they get described to us as like the places within Olympus?
Could I make
like,
it-
They are Olympus.
Yeah.
could I make it a religion check instead of an
You
investigation
could.
check?
You could. Okay.
you.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, you do that. Yep.
Could I make it a wisdom religion check? Because wisdom is my class skill.
Sure. No, yeah, sure. I'll allow
Thank
it.
you.
I do not know why it's an intelligence based. Like everything that is
Because the religion checks are more about like a written religion.
knowledge, yeah, I
like,
know,
Like
but-
studying theology instead of like
18?
feeling.
18 is very good. I'll get to you later. Mia, what are you doing in Crescencio for the rest of the day? It's kind of
like the party
early
has-
afternoon.
Has already made plans for where we travel, aka to the city that I thought of, which may or may not be my hometown. It's at least the town where my goddess found me. Normally I would look for people in need, but I feel like in a huge city full of rich people, I don't really have that need.
The slums.
You can go into the shanty town outside.
Yeah, I'll go into the shanty town and
If you
see
want
if there's someone
Okay.
of help.
You generally help some people. Give me a general charisma check to see maybe if you bring back some gifts.
Oh, you know, by the time we get up to Verdamont, news probably would have spread about what happened up in Hayridge anyway, around Hayridge.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be traveling a while.
Yeah, you would pretty much meet them
Ah.
halfway.
Oof.
Quote unquote.
That's not a
5. You help people. You just
They're just a bit
Don't get
disturbed
anything
from my arm weirdly dripping blood all the time.
yeah. No, after a bit, it actually weirdly heals, but it scars.
Ah,
So you have some scars crisscrossing your kind of vines with
that's
flowers.
okay. Well, even on my feet. Oh, yeah, right. They go up my whole arm, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, from the hand up to the center of up to your elbow, pretty much. Aurethi, what are you doing?
I want to see if there's an adventurers guild in town.
There is an enormous one at that.
Alright.
It's this giant kind of 4-story building, giant hall in the middle plaza of the city next to the castle. Shit ton
Yeah,
of people
I-
inside. It has a tavern. It has everything you'd like to have.
I'm literally going to be like in and out. I want to see if there's anything that takes us like north, and if there's not, I will just leave and go find a library somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, also another thing, how I imagine like the big adventure guilds in the big towns is if you've watched the Hunger Games movie, the kind of the whole training facility with the
Oh yeah.
accommodations and everything is just very luxurious because, of course, it has a shit ton of money.
You want to keep
So
your
you're all-
mercenaries happy.
Exactly. So it has like a training room and it has everything. That would bring you north. Okay, this will not appear for another month or so because that's just been caused. You do have you have 2 probably that might catch your eye. One doesn't exactly bring you north; it makes you more stay in town. But it is an announcement for copper level adventurers from the Town Watch, actually.
Yeah.
The Town Watch is requesting strong arms for a night operation against a lesser noble who has been accused of corruption. Kind of,
Okay.
they're looking for a SWAT team, pretty much.
Got it. And what's the other one? Oh, and how
The
much does that
other
pay?
one-
Sorry.
I would say that pays, let's say, a good 12,000 silver. Not 12,000 silver, 1,200 silver.
1,200 silver. Got it.
That'll be my
So
breastplate.
120 gold. Then the other one is asking you to. It's an alchemist whose golem has escaped, and it escaped towards the hills to the northwest. Your job would be to track it down, kill it, and return the core to the alchemist itself. This one pays a bit less. Pays only around 700.
But this alchemist is stationed in Crescentia, so we'd have to return
Yes. Yes.
here. Okay. Is the SWAT team one, is that tonight?
It would be next night.
Tomorrow night. Do people want to stay? Do we want to stay in town for one night, kill a noble, potentially,
No.
and make 100 silver off it?
I feel like the longer we stay down here, the more likely the Inquisitors are to find us. I mean, depending on how much they know,
Maybe we
Lyria
should-
does have very recognizable scars, and she's
Yeah.
wandering around
I
loudly
mean,
trying
she
to
could
help
just
people.
wear some kind of gauntlet or sleeve.
She
I'm
definitely
not
wouldn't
going to
think
accept any. I'm not going to accept any quests. I'm just going to head off.
Okay. Arthur. Riley, you're muted.
I wonder how long I've been muted.
I haven't heard from you in a while, so probably a while.
Yeah, Arthur's gonna do what Arthur plans to do in every town: seek out sources of knowledge and try to fill his list.
Okay, so library it is, I guess. Or
Yep.
are you looking... Okay, what kind of knowledge are you? Are you looking exactly for spells, or are you looking for... something
Yeah,
else?
I mean, I'll browse the available spells and see if there's anything I can afford, which I probably can't, but you know.
You can transcribe from scrolls, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Okay.
I look at a scroll and I copy it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, it's just
right?
genuine question. Genuine question. I
just-
not
yeah.
remember how
Your
is
silver
it
component.
work.
I need money to buy the scroll, and then I also need money to inscribe it into my.
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
It's expensive.
Yep.
Being a wizard.
it is.
I think if you do it from scrolls, you had to use up the scrolls, but if you do it from
Yeah.
scrolls, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Give me an investigation check, please.
I just don't need a lot of
least-
time because I'm very. That's the thing I save
Yeah.
is I save time.
Yeah.
Investigation. Oh, that's a natural.
That's nice.
Pretty solid.
Avenir.
That's 24.
I think knowledge is good, but I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking around the city, my ears perked, just walking around nonchalantly, but just trying to pick up any bits of gossip as I walk through the city.
Can you give me a general, I would say, charisma check. I'm emulating 4E's amazing skill called Streetwise that did exactly this.
Well, that's a 0 roll for me, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, now it's loaded for me.
18.
And 18. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's start up top with our Goblin Cleric. Now, Kuffah, you search through tomes for the entire day.
It
One
doesn't say
tome,
anything specific about spell scrolls, so I guess it would just work and not use it.
yeah.
It
One
just says when you find a spell.
one book actually catches your eye. In this library, it is a older book, and it is called The Heresies of Pre-Empire History. Where pretty much everything that is not Empire religion would reside. Crawling through that, you find a myth of creation. And this said myth of creation says that at one time there existed four siblings. Their name is lost to history now, because it's this like a transcript from older scrolls. So their names are lost to history, but what that legend said, there were four, and each one of them ruled over something. One ruled over the land, one ruled over the sky, and one ruled over the depths. The fourth one ruled over magic. And the fourth one grew powerful. As people and creatures were using magic, the fourth one kept growing more and more powerful. And it kept growing... what's the word? It wanted to take the place of the other gods as well. It wanted more. And so it one time decided to descend from its heavenly sphere and wreak pain among the earth. The other gods gathered to defeat them. They managed, but because there were four, and each of their four were one dying didn't fix everything. As the deity of magic died, the other four were pulled into slumber with it, into one single entity. One single entity of three containing one, but still one. That is what you find from there.
So they're combined into one person or one slumber
entity. One entity, one kind of entity, general entity. It doesn't say like it ends as kind of 4 became 1, comma 3 that contain 1 but still 1. It's a poem. Gotcha. It's not it's a long poem.
So that drew the other 3 into the slumber, not the god of magic?
All the 3, like all 4 of them.
Oh,
so
okay.
the god of magic died, but it pulled the others with it. Kind of, because there was still one creature, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Alena, you go around looking for, giving help. You get the occasional snack or whatnot from somebody, like a loaf of bread or, a bit of meat and stuff like that, but nothing that to, convert to rations. Just some snacks you can bring home with you. Arthur.
Yes.
Arthur, you find a couple of scrolls, actually. In a bookshop. Reading them over, these scrolls sell for 200 silver apiece. And these 3 scrolls are Counterspell, Thorn Whip, and the last but not least, although not that strong or useful, is Expeditious Retreat.
Counterspell is definitely the one that interests him the most. And he takes a couple of notes on it, glances through the spell, takes a couple notes, and then rushes to find the rest of the party so that he can beg for party funds.
Yeah. So the ones you're keeping
Can you hold this for me?
So it's Expeditious and Thorn Whip, the 2 that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's no way I can afford all 3, but he's gonna try to beg the party for enough money to buy the counterspell.
200 silver.
Also,
Do we even have that much? How much was it again?
200 silver. It's 200 silver a piece.
So you just
We
need
have
250
250
silver
in the bank.
to copy it into your book. Because you need the
I unfortunately do not have single copper on me.
We have 255 in
I am
the...
literally as poor as you can be.
What's the... Sorry, the cost of...
It's 50 gold, if I'm not mistaken, to join
50
Scribe.
silver. Because we're swimming.
It is
500 silver, my boy.
It is 50 gold and 2 hours per spell level.
Except it's shorter for me.
Yeah, I think you'll have less time, but not less money.
Yeah. Learning spells.
You can buy a scroll and wait until you have money.
Yeah. Copying from a spell book. Where is it? Yeah, 50 gold. 50 gold. And because of my wizardly
also-
quill, it takes me only 2 minutes per spell level.
About scrolls, I forgot if I said it in the session 0. I'm adding pretty much 2 small rules. First of all, you can copy, as a wizard, you can copy cantrips if you wish so. It's not a big deal,
Pretty standard
because
change.
usually you can only copy the level spell. And the second one, everybody can use scrolls.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also pretty standard.
Because
Baldur's Gate 3 did that too.
it doesn't make sense, the fact that, like, oh no, it's a wizard spell, so only the wizard can cast it, and then it's useless. So
I like adding
everybody can use a
skill
scroll as an
challenge
action.
to it, because if it's not your class, you need to be able to mimic.
We can add like
Comprehend it.
The thing is,
we can add like a 10 plus spell
10
level
plus spell
check
level.
to cast.
the thing is, the way spell scrolls work is that you transcribe the spell and actually use up a spell slot. Basically, you cast the spell into the scroll, so all of the actual work is already done.
Yeah, you just need to
In
kind of
theory.
push it out.
So using an object action to cast it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how a gun works, or be able to.
I mean, we
use a
could
gun
sell
without
them-
pull the trigger.
We could try to sell the Bickering Brothers.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. You get.
We just straight up stole those.
Yep.
Oh, you acquired them. Let's put it like
I mean,
this.
we could also bury one of them in the woods and then keep the other one as a +1 scimitar.
Then
None
I'll
of us
just
use.
remember.
None of us really use a scimitar though. Like,
No.
Yeah,
Hear me
a
out,
small
Reverie.
sword.
What if you
I
put
don't
that
want a
scimitar
small
at the end of a stick?
That's true.
we could.
Get like a 15-foot pole, put a scimitar on each end. You get a
Oh my god,
know
plus
what?
1 down
You know
this
what?
shit?
a +1
Close out.
+1 twin blade.
You know what? I would even allow if you pay some money to convert it into a glaive, because the part magical is the blade, so I could allow something like that.
So we could bury one in the. We could sell one and then get the other turned into just a +1.
No, if we sell
Put
one,
some
it'll
glaive?
definitely come back and it'll be in the hands of an enemy we fight in the future. If we
Yeah,
bury
it's
it,
fine as that both the swords are
Um,
useless, it's fine.
Yeah, it neutralizes one of us, and then we pull out our like sidearm, and
I pull out the
Shoot them.
Glock I found like in session 1 I
the
told no one about.
curse may compel you to use the sword, and only the sword, as a weapon. Because there are some
No, the
curses-
curse was
we-
identified. The curse was identified. It's not that.
Oh,
It's just
Yeah, we know fully what it
the curse is
does.
just this.
Where is Counterspell? What
yeah, I guess
It's 3rd level.
level is Counterspell?
since I only spent like a very short amount of time at the Adventurers Guild, could I visit a blacksmith to see if I could get the thing altered?
Sure. It would cost you. What would be an appropriate? Make me a charisma check generally,
Cool.
just to see if you are such a bitch that nobody wants.
I'm
to
not. I'm more charismatic than you think I am. 20.
Yep.
20.
Definitely better than a charisma character.
I would say. How much do you have in your fund? I would say that the 250 silver could cover it.
All right. I'll use that for my personal one,
Yeah.
and then I'll. In return, I'll take whatever I get from selling the other scimitar to recoup that.
Amalryk.
The other scimitar, I'm selling items at 1/3 of their original cost of buying. With Netu, 3,400 silver.
3,400 silver. Okay.
Because the price to buy 1 + 1 weapon is 10,000 silver.
Okay,
Just
that's
sell
around
them
that.
both.
of them.
Just sell them both for fuck's sake.
Rich.
We'll never have to take a job again.
It's guys, it's 340 gold.
I'm just gonna sell one.
me.
I get the other one altered.
Yeah.
I now have a +1 glaive.
You do have a +1 glaive. I'll import it for you in the meantime.
That is always facing.
Oh, the
face, and
only
it's
child.
always facing towards Crescentia.
it will always face towards
like, just so like I'm not gonna fuck myself. If I summon my Echo, it doesn't count as having a second copy of it, so
No.
I might get the
That would be
downside.
so
No,
funny.
it's a it's a reflection.
That would be fucked.
It's,
What D&D PTSD do you have, Abby? That's a kid like a scenario.
That sounds like something
It
I
would
would
still
do.
be
It's
fine
a
Sounds like something
because you
I
have
would
10 feet range, and you want to flank, so you would still be 20 feet apart.
With that
25 even.
with that influx of cash, can I get the material components for all my spells that require?
How much do you need?
I just need a diamond worth 50 for my chromatic orb.
That's 500 silver.
That's
That's
Yeah.
700 to get counterspell copied down. So that's
Yeah,
So
well,
it's a level
okay.
3 spell, you cannot learn that yet.
and you cannot do
have
that.
the level
Exactly.
slots.
true. So
I
just
think we
500.
should
Yeah,
keep
no.
a
I'll,
decent amount, but I do think that you would benefit. Well, Chromatic Orb, we're level 3 right now.
yeah.
It's any damage type.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just keep chromatic orb sitting in there, to give me like elemental damage on my magic missile. I
Yeah.
can just keep it like that.
Chronic Orb's 2d8, right?
3d8.
No,
3d8.
chromatic.
Yeah. Maybe there was the other one was expedition. What was the third one? Expeditions
Thorn
retreat.
Whip. Thorn Whip.
Alright.
Thorn whip. What level is Thorn whip?
I believe that's
Cantrip.
Oh, it's cantrip.
Yeah, I think so.
Thorn Whip is a cantrip. It's cantrip.
Oh,
Courage is that one.
so maybe I'll get the cantrip instead because I can actually cast a cantrip.
It might be worth getting counterspells
So-
just to sit on.
Do you want Thorn Whip though? That like pulls people towards you.
Oh,
Yeah. Might not be the best for you.
what is it?
Well,
I don't
I
see
think
it.
Aurethi would definitely be on board with you just having the counterspell scroll, even if you just have to burn it to save us from a very big spell.
Thorn Whip, by the way, is Druid cantrip.
There it is.
Alright, so theoretically, Abby, now you should have the taller bickering brother because it is now a glaive.
The taller big.
Cool.
No, call it the only child.
The big
Or
one.
the eldest son.
Oh, the eldest son is a good. I'm going to call it the eldest son.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
How much was? I am so on board to making the youngest son return as a second. In a second,
I'll just
just
like
saying.
turn to a shitty little dagger and he call it just the youngest.
Yeah, then it's a dagger of poison.
So I'll buy the counterspell scroll.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be 200 silver.
Yeah.
Because whoever is selling these didn't know what they were. So you lucked out with that
Counterspell
very high roll. In the meantime, Reverie d'Avenir. You are on the lookout.
and that's
I- I-
200
I
silver.
don't get hate crimed or something. I don't know if they feel good about elves in this city.
Okay.
It's elves are pretty much everywhere now, so it's
Yeah.
they're not
You don't get killed. Anyways.
No, not with this roll. You are unhittable. Youch. No, it's just you.
Oh, so it's my not my physical appearance, but the quality of my character.
Yeah.
As you listen around, mainly mundane stuff about the lords, stuff about the war, battles, sieges, and whatnot. One rumor catches your ear. Very peculiar one in a tavern up in Stablum Gate, where all the magic-y people are. You hear of an adventurer that came through there a couple of weeks ago. And it's a rumor that's lasting weeks, so it's big. And they told that they have found somewhere a place that contains all knowledge. But they say that this place is a phantom. It shows itself only to those that really need it. Kind of like it's the room of requirements in Harry Potter, okay? But as a kind of giant kind of library thingy. So, you hear about that?
Would I be able to follow up on this rumor?
Some Avatar Last Airbender shit. Is it guarded by a giant owl that's really picky about library rules?
Yeah.
You can follow up, yeah, you can listen. You don't get any other rumors if you follow up on this one, but you would learn that its guardian, kind of the librarian, is this elderly lizard folk. Bound to a wheelchair that knows all and speaks for all, as the adventurer said. Nothing more. Then every other rumor, it just spirals into what you can easily assume is just nonsense.
Very fun.
Did they give it any indication of what direction I should be heading to find this?
They said they were coming from the north, but they also said that it shows to people when they need it. So you wouldn't know if it's kind of a teleporting kind of place or whatnot.
Oh, bullshit. I've been needing that shit for a while. It's not shown up. I've not known about it, but I where's that been in my life?
You really need it. You don't really need it, apparently.
Apparently my struggles aren't
Okay.
big enough. Now I have a
Exactly.
complex about this. Fuck.
Alright, so this is your day in Crescentia.
Nier now needs to have darkest hour, so this room of requirement can show up.
I need to watch all of you, or see all of you die, do my best to try and prevent that fate, and it still comes to pass.
Yes. Right. What would you like to... so, I guess you can find a tavern.
Yep.
Easily enough. Or even better, you can sleep in the Adventurers Guild.
We want to head to the trial.
We do, yeah.
Oh, true, the trial. Yeah,
So we
as
can get
evening
clocked
falls, you can...
as having been informants.
Oh yeah, I buy some street food. I'm assuming this is like an open trial.
A doner kebab.
There is people outside selling food, but it is inside the building. It's not outside.
Yeah, I bring street
It is
food
an open
as a
trial, but
trial.
yeah.
I hope you brought enough for the whole class, young gentleman.
I did actually. I passed everyone a little bag of street food.
I'm not. I'm on a diet.
So,
Fuck you.
you are led by a palace known as the Court of Ashglass. Called this because the glass itself is actually very, very thin obsidian. Here, Ashglass. The building itself is made out of iron, not even bricks. It's just cast, almost as if it was cast iron and steel. Dark inside. Everything is in this penumbra state, kind of lit only by the couple of magical lights around. You see hundreds, probably, of legionnaires of the local legion, which would be the fourth legion, known as the Sun's Retribution. So these like golden knights with spears and shields and ornate red cloaks, almost mimicking the image of the banner of Lady Fuck Seren. Shouldn't have made 20 fucking nobles in this game.
Lady fucks
Yeah, exactly. The room itself fills up quite quickly. You manage to get kind of in the middle of the flow of people, so you still find some places somewhere towards the middle. It is built, then it goes kind of down underground, almost built like a Greek theater, where the person brought to trial is down. As most of the trials, you expect this to be pretty much summary, so there won't be really any. It would be more of a people tell what somebody has done and then just execute them or whatnot. And at one point, everything goes silent as a door on the far end of the hall opens, and a couple of figures enter. Two of them are inquisitors, and now the inquisitors are like somewhat like the Adventurers Guild on a certain point, to where they are an organization that goes beyond pretty much politics, but they do still listen to whoever is governing their territories. And these inquisitors, they are dressed in these long red and golden cloaks and these faceless, almost helmets on their faces. And the two of them are carrying this rough-looking gnome. Very rough-looking. You see clear signs of them being beaten. You see hair is missing in some parts of their head. It's rough. And then, following them, a tall elven figure wearing kind of almost, traditional, like Han Chinese robes, kind of the traditional kind of magistrate robes.
Oh, magistrate.
And it's a face you've seen already. All of you, actually. Alvin, you more than everybody else.
Oh.
The ruby eye in their eye socket. Entering as the High Magistrate is Themiar.
Yes.
I'm fine. I'm chilling. Let me do my pumpkin footer.
I think we
They
need to
stand.
leave.
Definitely.
They stand in front of Farnan, facing the crowd. As Farnan, you see, is being tied to a post in the middle, and begins
I have an
speaking.
important question.
Yes,
Is this a no weapon zone, or do people have their belongings on them?
people have their weapons.
Good.
There are also a shit ton of legionaries around.
Yeah.
We leave.
But my
while
character
still
is very
facing-
stupid, right?
While still facing forward, Avenir is going to talk calmly to the group. If we leave now, they're going to notice us. And I would not draw that sword, ma'am, lest you want to be cut down like a dog in
I
front of
do
a
not
captive
intend to
audience.
draw my sword. I am here to watch the trial and make sure that they are judging justly.
I'm just gonna.
Right now, we are spectators to this affair, nothing else. Just don't make yourself out to be anyone other than another spectator.
Isn't it a bit messed up that people are spectating something that might turn into an execution?
We can argue the morality later. For now, we sit and hope they haven't seen us. But if we move, they definitely will have.
I'm curious what this man is accused of. After all, high treason is a serious. Well,
And
I feel like
you
it
see
will
us.
have a fitting punishment.
The magistrate starts speaking, and the voice is so much different compared to the strained voice that you heard during combat. It's calm, just cold as a mountain river. It's Farnan Odelbright, born of Lyria, known by the traitorous alias Haluquil, smuggler of relics, conspirator against the Divine Order, agent of the outlawed factions known as the Veil Piercers, and traitor to the heavens. You stand before this court not merely as a criminal, but as a stain upon the Empire's soul, a rot that festers beneath our shining surface. You have conspired to deceive the faithful, trafficked in arcana sealed by imperial decree, and plotted to arm those who would undo the sanctity of Our Lady's vision. Your hands carried knowledge not meant for mortal minds. Your tongue whispered rebellion into the ears of the weak, and your soul bears the signature of treason a thread of defiance woven deep into your very essence. But death is too simple a salve for the sickness you carry. You shall not be martyred, you shall not vanish into story or song. No monument will bear your name. Instead, we shall unmake you. By order of the High Tribunal, and under the light of her flame, I sentence you to the severance of name. Your magical signature shall be stripped, burned from you like rot from bone. You shall no longer cast, no longer bind, no longer even be sensed by spell. Where once you shimmered to the arcane eye, now there shall be only silence. You will become void. Then, broken and emptied, you shall be cast into exile eternal upon the Isle of the Man-Eaters. What one called the Isle of Prosperity. There you will know suffering in its purest form. Not death, not mercy, but consumption. Piece by piece, as the island tears at your mind, your flesh, and your memory. Let the beasts feast. Let the winds wail your failure. Let the name Fan and Odelbright be lost to every tongue but the dark. This is judgment. This is empire. May her radiance burn all shadows. You see, as Fanon is clearly broken, like he doesn't even say anything. The only sound you hear is the click of a collar around his neck, and then the hiss of runes activating around it as the ritual begins. First, a warmth that even you, far from the place itself, feel. Then Fanon breaks into screaming, and then silence. The chamber remains still.
What's that?
No cheers. Just people standing up, turning around and leaving.
Does he look alive?
He is breathing, yes.
Does he look like there's still a person in there, or does it look like someone who is more like an empty shell, someone who has lost all hope?
It's closer to the feeling of a very heavy shell shock. He is stunned, very dazed at least now. Does still look human. You see as he is kind of looking around himself, very confused.
Do we remember his
more
name?
like he's gone suddenly blind? Like he's been totally sorry to interrupt you, Spencer, but is it sort of like he's totally lost a sense, like he's gone immediately and suddenly blind with no warning?
No, not blind. It's mostly
I know that,
it's shell shock.
but
Yeah.
he's now not able to sense or control or do anything with magic.
Yes, exactly.
So he's
It's big.
lost the sense.
Yes.
Well, when we look at him, do we remember his name?
You do.
Okay, so it's just for him, not us.
It's just for him, and pretty much his name will be, the Stalinist
that
method,
part was
delete name
metaphorical.
from everything. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alena is gonna put her hands together in prayer, and I'm gonna send you a prayer via DM on the game.
No, go recite it, yeah. Come on.
I don't speak
do it.
Aquan, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. You do
Plop,
it.
plop, 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 plop.
Nobody else. Oh no, wait. To be honest, Arthur wouldn't.
I do.
Yeah, because for some reason all elemental speeches are basically the same, with just an accent, which is stupid.
Yeah.
I
Just
understand the base primordial, so I understand all of its dialects.
I
It's
would like
pretty much
I would like to counter argue. I'm German. If someone from Flanders speaks Flemish, which is Dutch, with an accent, I understand nothing.
Well,
If
sounds like
someone with
skill
a
issue
heavy
for me, yeah.
Scottish accent speaks Scottish, you understand nothing.
Scots
If a
is-
German
to
be
person
honest-
speaks Plattdeutsch, which is an accent, you understand nothing.
I mean,
To be honest, I get you, Mia, because also,
It sounds like a skill issue.
also if like
I can understand Scottish
if an Italian like me listens to like I don't know, Neapolitan, which we know is not exactly Italian.
It's pizza place. Pizza the pasta.
It's completely a different language, but that's also because of how Italy formed, because they were pretty much.
But in German, there's like
There is no
4 or
Italy.
5 different dialects, and you will not be able to.
There is no
understand
Italy, to be
what
honest.
they say.
Italy is a bunch of independent city-states that never really coalesced.
Well, let's put it different. You will understand or figure out the occasional words, but it sounds so different and is usually spoken so fast that you will not understand the general logic.
I would say
sentence.
I would treat it closer, I think, to how like you can understand it pretty much how you can understand generally. Like I would treat it the Italian way, to where you can understand accents close to you if you know Italian, because people like speak differently. But you would understand, maybe not understand some words, or just kind of understand the whole concept. That's my idea.
Yeah. Like the general meaning might be there, but
Yeah, exactly.
and they might be prone to like wrong interpretations.
Yeah. But general meaning is transferred. That's the thing.
Yes. But I'm just gonna do it in character because why not?
Yeah.
Lady Hope, please tell me how to proceed. I see a man broken by the Empire in front of me. Yet I fear that no matter what I try, I will not be able to reach him. That I might not even be able to come towards his aid, to bring him hope. Tell me what I shall do. And she just sits there, her hand still in prayer,
Yeah.
seemingly waiting for an answer.
No answer comes. In this place that seems to have abandoned all hope. This iron cage, where no hope ever shines. Doesn't look like it. And on this grim note, I would say we can end the session here. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you liked.
It's very fun.
Scary, spooky.
Yeah,
We have
I've been prepping it for a while.
we have a plot.
Not gonna lie,
I mean,
You do have a part.
prepared speeches there.
I did have time to prepare a speech and then the letter, and
Man, fuck that mirror. What piece
Oh,
of shit.
oh, you're so bad. You sided with them. You actively stripped a man of his entire fucking, like, part of his identity. You are the bad guy.
No.
I was a prisoner of circumstance.
Kuffah was undecided. Seeing Themiar as not only working for the Empire, but like a judge for the Empire, she tapped Aurethi's leg, and Goblin was like, I don't know if I don't know. I think I might have decided, and I think you might be right that the Empire should be overthrown because this is fucked.
Conveniently, we have at least
Aurethi was
one person
watching
that
that
would
whole
hold the guy.
thing. Like this, Aurethi was watching this whole thing. Like this just confirms all of my biases. Like, I'm not surprised
It's
at all.
the guy that kidnapped the people, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it
Themiar
is
was the
him.
one behind the troll kind of
Oh, I didn't catch that.
The Ruby Eye guy.
Oh.
So, next session, we want to start heading north.
I think so, yeah.
See what happened with that artifact.
I think we're gonna abandon
I will
the
already
adventures
say
till
it as a warning. Alena will eventually, if she has no answer, and she will likely not get an answer, not sit back. She would try to do something, even though it is futile. So I am hoping that people will hold me back.
Do what?
Let's see that in next session.
I think I'm going to try and do the thing where I tell the rest of the gun punch. Listen, well, you are to the lords.
I'm gonna go make some food.